Welcome back to the Box2BOX podcast.
This is episode 81, and today we have our second month of power rankings. Where will your favorite team end up?
And some very big matches in October. Will games like El Clasico change the ranking?
And some crazy results in the Premier League. Where will the big dogs end up?
All that and more on the Box2BOX podcast.
Latin Varan.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Also on the pitch, Mbangula starts our next. Mbangula,
She's Egyptian. Game tomorrow, would you rather Saliba or Mbappe?
Right, Saliba right now.
You wouldn't.
Saliba right now.
You're sacrificing that face when you lie. That's
Saliba right now.
Gentlemen, this is a massive day for everything.
A lot of big matches, a lot of big results.
El Clasico, double live stream,
Yeah.
the new Brazilian campaign.
And our month one of power rankings, I feel it's just completely fucking
Wiped out.
swept to the
Yep.
side.
For sure.
It has to be.
And by the way, by the time you guys are listening, we do have a little announcement for anyone who didn't catch our live streams. So if you guys are listening to this on Monday morning, well, it's gonna be released Monday morning. So on Sunday night, and we're gonna have future games like this. So if you want to check out our Instagram, that's where we're gonna be announcing. Well, we actually secured the rights to the Brazilian League for US and Canada.
Insane.
So we're able to watch the game directly on television. Well, not on YouTube, but we're going to get the direct TV feed and watch the game. You guys can come in, watch with us. And we're going to have the actual gameplay.
We all picked our teams.
We all picked our team.
I'm a Palmeiras Ultra.
Yeah.
What's the
Flamengo.
reasoning?
Reasoning, bro,
Why
Italian
not?
roots. You know, an Italian immigrant started Palmeiras?
Yeah.
Okay.
They started it to unite the Italian community in Brazil.
That's a conversation we were having with the ultras at the stadium too.
So that makes Endrick a bit Italian or eligible for the
You know-
Italian national team?
You know, Brazil apparently has the largest Italian immigrant
Population.
Japan
Outside of
also.
Italy?
Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah.
Fuck they be doing there?
I don't know.
There's a massive like
Japanese population.
in Sao Paulo, and
Yeah, in Brazil for sure.
Yeah.
Brazil is the top, I
the
think.
thing is,
Or
so
Argentina.
many people immigrated to Brazil, and Brazil is such a large population that they kind of just lead the stats in all of those
Yeah.
immigrants outside of
Outside of the native
category.
country.
Millie, which team did you select?
Fluminense.
Okay, because they beat Inter.
Did you see the reason why our Instagram said that you became a Fluminense fan?
Don't recall.
It's because Inter lost 2-0 to them in a recent game.
You can't beat them, join them.
Right?
Am I right? So,
They got Thiago Silva.
so
so
still big fan.
You're
big
watching
fan.
greatness.
Yeah, yeah.
You're watching a Milan legend, actually.
Firms, which club?
I went for Flamengo, Ronaldinho, after the
solid
Milan
club.
days.
If I didn't have deep ties to Santos, where I grew up watching Santos, it's every
Right.
kid's dream to play for Santos.
Always repping the black and white.
Neymar, Pele. I mean, does it get any bigger than Santos?
Huge.
So I support now the biggest club in the world and the biggest club in Brazil. So Santos.
The biggest club in Brazil is Flamengo, by
According
the
to
way.
the statistics, it's Palmeiras.
Flamengo.
Why? I mean, we
Gotta
all
be
know it's
Fluminense.
Santos. If you don't have Neymar or Pele that's played for your club,
Then realistically,
Brazil,
what are you in
Ronaldinho?
Brazilian history?
your club is
I
irrelevant.
would just like to point out that of all four of our teams, guess who supports the team that has the least amount of trophies?
Is it Fluminense?
No. It's,
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
They only
no,
have.
it
They
would
have
make
four.
sense if he was second.
Yep. Well,
Because
no,
he's second in everything.
no, third in
Third?
Italy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Actually, no, you're second in
I'm second in,
trophy.
bro, in every other category, bro.
Champions League.
But we're stoked to announce it that we did secure the TV rights
Yeah.
in Canada and US. So if you're from Canada, US, make sure to stop by. We're gonna announce future games on our.
Like, you
on
guys
our
can
Instagram.
just come and just watch the game.
Yeah.
But if you don't like to hear us, just mute us. You
Yeah.
can still
Yeah.
watch a free football game.
Sunday night. You're doing nothing. I know Sunday night I do fuck all. So
I'm here on Sunday nights. I
yeah,
don't know where you are.
Sunday nights, yeah, that's
I haven't
great.
been anywhere but here.
Yeah, exactly.
For 81
Fuck
weeks.
all, I guess.
yeah, but so make sure to pop in.
Potentially even Neymar if he comes back from injury.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is recorded before the F1 race, so we cannot comment on the result yet. We
Yeah.
just know at the moment that Leclerc is second
Second, Hamilton third.
and Hamilton
Who's
is third.
first?
Lando
Norris.
Norris.
Okay, so we need
We need-
Leclerc to dive bomb.
No, we need Hamilton to dive bomb.
whatever,
Yeah,
someone
take it
to
out.
dive bomb so Verstappen can win.
Yep. I agree.
Verstappen.
Yeah,
No, I low-key agree.
bro.
Verstappen second. I need
It's
a Ferrari.
Verstappen or Piastri. Norris cannot touch a world
I
championship.
just missed the Italian national anthem, bro. I just need to hear it once this year. I'm begging.
FM came out this week.
Yeah.
Now
That's a bomba.
we have some critiques about the game. I don't know how you feel, Ferms. You guys are
A
not
lot of-
FM really players.
lot
I
of
know
critics.
Pala
I
dabbled a bit in it.
try. It's
It's a
difficult.
bit complicated at first. Not gonna lie, it took me. I think I bought my first FM. I think was FM 17, but I played it for like 2 days and I got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
it takes
lot.
multiple tries to get into it because it's a lot of data. But once you get into it, you're hooked. This year, the menus I can't cap are a bit trash.
It's horrible. It's really hard to navigate, bro.
But
Like
I
even
can't-
tactics, easy stuff that usually in the past would take like 2 seconds.
I can't tell if it's one step backwards for 3 steps forward in the future years. Like it is a drastic change from what we had, but I feel like now it could lead to the game being better in the future.
Yeah.
Are you guys mad because you're not used to it? Is that
Yes.
I think that's what it is.
Because it used to be so seamless that you would get into like a zone while playing FM. It was like you just get in. Next thing you know, fucking 5 hours pass, and you're like, "What the fuck just
The
happened?"
thing
you know?
that we need to differentiate is that I love what they added. Like everything they added is
Yes.
perfect in my opinion. It's just the way they did it is not like seamless, like you
what
said.
team you coaching?
Roma. But bro, I can't even play.
I'm on my 3rd save attempt because I don't know. For me, it takes a couple of like.
We'll dabble in.
Yeah, like I started with Man United. I was like, okay, this is fucking boring. We're too good, you know. Like the players. No, it's not. The players are too good to start off with. Like
Yeah,
it's
makes
like
sense.
But even tactics, bro, like
it's confusing.
It took me like an hour.
Yeah.
I was texting you. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking doing in possession tactics, out of
Yeah.
possession tactics, which is new, which is sick. But it's
How
like
important are tactics?
very,
very,
very
it's like
important.
probably the basis of your team. I would
the
say.
most important.
Yeah.
probably
But how do you
even
know
more
what are-
important than which players you're gonna
But
sign.
how do you know what
Yeah.
are good tactics? Because that's I'm playing FM 24 because I don't know if I want to buy 26. So how do I know which tactics?
It's kind of like IRL. Your results might not be good, but if you're doing well on XG, your tactic is good.
But I gotta play to know what's going. Like, how do I know what's going wrong, what's going right?
Well, no, actually, like for me to speed up, and they've added this year, you can instant result. So like you can let your assistant manager coach the game.
Yeah, but he's asking like if you actually don't think your tactic is working, you could watch your.
No, but how
Yeah.
do I even choose good tactics?
Well, that's up to
You
you.
make
What
it
you
yourself.
believe.
Yeah, you could.
You
make your
say,
own
let's
tactics.
say, okay, let's say you find the team that inspired you IRL. So like, let's say Centurion Man City. You could try and build your team kind of how Centurion Man City played. Or you could do like an Allegri and you go to whatever squad you play, whatever squad you have, and you mold your tactic around it.
Yeah.
But there's ways of doing it. Like if you there's people that have published like they could set up your team a certain way. Like what Varvar said, Saturnian Man City. Like there's people that tell you like instruction wise how to set up your team to play that style. So
Yeah.
But
there's ways of going about
it's
it.
even what you like. Like if you like tiki taka, you could set up your team to play tiki taka,
Yeah.
and you'll see it.
For some reason,
Yeah.
you like Terrorismo ball. You
Yeah.
could fully set up as a Terrorismo.
I play terrorismo, especially when I
Catenaccio.
do my Serie A.
Little
Yeah.
Catenaccio ball.
Catenaccio,
gegenpressing.
counterattacks.
Gegenpress, yeah.
Right now, I've landed on. So I started with Man United. Went to Sampdoria. Sampdoria was fun for a year, but I don't know. I didn't like it. And then now I'm really into my Luton save, bringing Luton up
Back
back
in the
from the
Prem?
dead because they got relegated back to back.
Yeah.
So now I got to bring them back.
With the
They have some
stadium.
decent players too because they got relegated from the Prem. In League One, they still have some decent level players because they still have those Prem players that they signed on those contracts.
Yeah.
So like a Teden Mengi who used to play for Man United
Yeah,
Youth
yeah.
Academy, he's in my team right now. He's a fucking good center back for League One. So my first season, it's going pretty well right now. I'm undefeated in the first 10 games. So, but then when you go up to the championship, you're just gonna get
Yeah.
murdered.
Oh,
You also have to change your entire team when you go up.
And also you have to change your tactic because right now I'm playing a
Yeah.
super attacking tactic, but when I try and go up, that won't work.
You don't want to pull a Vincent Kompany.
Gegenpress is definitely still the meta though.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't
but,
know.
FM. I think people are overhating it
I agree.
on the start. I think it is a bit frustrating. Like you don't really get into a groove as a gamer because it's always like, okay, I always have to end up going looking for stuff and stuff like that in the menus. But I think once you get used to it, this game is a severe
Yeah.
improvement on the last one.
It's more like you're getting stuck into like a separate, like an unuseless cycle.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out something when it's like, okay, in reality, I don't need this.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like,
Yeah.
like now. But
It's like a Minecraft side quest when you realize 2 hours into.
yeah, but it's like, it's not even fun because you're just, well, at this moment, because like I'm getting used to it, but it's like you're in tactics and you're like out of possession. Like, how do I move this stuff around? Like the interface is a bit weird, but you need to do it type thing.
And I do think that FM kind of suffered from this idea that like it was leave it as it is, but then
Yeah.
you have no justification to bring up a new, like to promote a new. Well, why do you need an FM 25 or a 26 if it's the same game realistically?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think they did need to kind of refresh it.
They need to make it more. They need to make better online. I feel like that's the step.
That would help.
From an
Online's
outsider,
tough. Online's
imagine
tough.
mini saves.
It's tough because
Everyone needs to be playing
yeah,
at the
they
same
need to be
time.
playing
Yeah,
at the
but
same time.
like in what's the game with the cars where you hit the ball?
Rocket League.
Rocket League. There's tournaments at
Yeah.
certain times every day.
yeah.
Yeah, but it
So,
takes
like-
so long to complete a season. You need to sit down for like 12 hours.
That's
to
what I'm
finish
saying.
a
Like,
season.
can they do mini seasons?
Yeah,
You could do
You
a
could do a
mini
fantasy draft.
Yeah, exactly.
so you can. They give you like I don't even know what the budget is, $1 billion or
You set
whatever.
the budget.
Yeah, like 500 million or whatever, and then you build your team with that 500
so
million.
imagine if they did like 10 people join an online league.
Yeah.
You do a fantasy draft right when everyone joins.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 hours, and then within the next week, let's say, you have to get through your first 3 years or whatever, and then at the end, it's whoever got the most points or whoever.
Yeah.
Like
you all,
imagine.
you all put a bit of money in, $50.
Well, then you
comes
could
in.
you could do that.
Make it a little fun, add a little spice to it.
Competitive FM.
Yeah, low key,
Esports.
I'd rake money in that shit.
That'd be the most boring. Esport.
I'd be the top player in the world.
Yeah. Anyway,
Gotta test it.
Pape Sarr scored for Spurs.
Bumba.
That
Guazo?
doesn't matter to me.
Don't matter to me because both.
Richarlison assist. Top FPL asset.
Right when I drop him.
Anyway, guys,
right now.
this is not why you clicked. It is because of the power rankings.
Yes.
This is our second official power rankings of the season, if you don't include preseason. And honestly, a lot changed. So
There was so many massive results that
Now,
that altered so many things.
Now, is anyone gonna? I do want to bring this up on the podcast though, because this is an interesting topic of conversation, and this team has shocked everyone. But I'm pretty sure they won't be on any of our power rankings. But I'll just add them as an honorable mention to my power rankings. Sunderland. Are they in any of your power rankings?
No.
I doubt it. But
No.
but
I
low
wanted
key, if
to.
you had to do 10 to 15, they might actually be there.
Yeah.
Because
I consider them
could
in
be.
the 10. I consider them in the
the
10.
results,
Me too.
the results were great based on what we expected, not on power rankings. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like good for Sunderland, but it's still where you're going.
Yeah,
up
like
against-
chances are, if you're doing a prediction now, you still don't have them in the European spots. I would say.
Mind you, if they're like, let's say by the time like Feb rolls around and they're still in that like top, let's say even top 8, top 7, like you could have a conversation
Yeah, for sure.
because they've proven that consistency.
I will preempt something before we get into the top 10 power rankings.
Forza?
Going on.
Someone running upstairs.
Someone's doing some running. I will preface something. Are we all in agreement that, like, what is the split of form and game results since the last power rankings that we put on choosing the ones for this time?
I think it kind of is skewed more to the form.
Okay, I skew towards form as well.
I skew towards form because now we've seen the sample size is larger.
Yep.
We know. Like it's not like let's say Liverpool last.
I
at
kind
the
of
beginning.
disagree. I think the more as the season goes by, it takes less and less into account the form.
So then Manchester United, I got to think about the beginning of the season.
Like last time.
Got to change my power rankings. Then.
No, but it's
no.
right now I would say it's 50-50. But last time we literally only based it on the first like 4 or 5
Exactly.
games.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's
So
fully on
relative
form.
to that, but like Manchester United, I didn't think about their initial games of the season as much as I thought of right now, because I've always been, and I'm staying consistent with this. Given the game tomorrow, number 10 should not be able to beat number 1 on my power rankings.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
agree.
Well, no, because you guys disagree with me. Every
No, I
time when
disagree
say
with that.
There you go. You guys always
Wait,
disagree with
10?
me on that.
Wait,
10,
wait.
10
Like,
should
Like
not
it's
be,
not a head to
10
head.
should not be 1.
No, it should not be.
I
a head-to-head.
agree.
You play each other 10 times. If 10 and 1 played each other 10 times, number 1 should come out victorious more than number 10.
My reason why I disagree with
power
that
ranking.
is because then Liverpool should be in the power rankings, and we'll talk about this, but Liverpool have been atrocious.
So then they are one of the top 10. If you say that, then they are one of the most powerful teams in the world. They are
on-
despite the
on
results.
paper.
Yeah,
they're
paper.
still 10 of the no, because paper changes. Like
But exactly, like we've seen last year with Real Madrid, on paper they had an amazing team, but they weren't getting the
Real Madrid
results.
were in our power rankings all
I know,
the time.
because it also
but
matters
they were
how
second
you-
in the league.
Yeah, exactly. It also matters how you
Liverpool
go about
are not
it.
second in the league, bro. Liverpool are right now. I'm looking at the table. They're 7th,
Yeah,
and they lost 4 Prem games in a row.
I know, but
and very bad.
I
form.
heavily
You know, Ten Hag
favored
never lost 4 Prem games in a row, right? Ever.
Amram did them.
why are we
No,
lift-
Amram's
why are
never
we
lost
lifting
4
that?
Prem games in a
But
row.
why are we lifting really specific stats?
It's just Arne
It's just
Slot.
something
It's
that's,
fucking
like,
embarrassing how bad the situation right now is for Liverpool. It's Man United never got that bad. 4 Prem games in a
Guys,
row.
didn't
And
get worse.
okay, over long
time,
periods
yes.
of time, yes, but in isolation, a 4-game Prem period, it never got this bad.
Sure, but What does that mean? I'd rather have a short-term dip of form versus seasons of fucking.
But what he's trying to say is that four losses in a row is not short-term dip in form.
It is.
But
Like
that's a debate that you could have a debate. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that if I put Bournemouth 9 and Inter 10th, Bournemouth is not a better team than Inter. They're just in
Yeah.
a better form.
Yes.
They had better performances, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. It's not a head-to-head.
Okay, we can start.
Yeah. The 10, I don't know. I saw it more of as like a flex. It's a flex option, but I do have.
I feel like you
Bournemouth
say
there.
this every single.
Which
podcast.
I'm consistent
Number
about
10
it.
is a flex. Number
It's
10 is a flex.
consistent. I'm consistent with it, but I have Bournemouth.
Bournemouth's not a bad shot.
I
I
kept
had
Bournemouth
them
as well.
debatable.
I had them 10th last month, and I kept them 10th because, listen, since we spoke about them, they've still been a very difficult side to beat. They had very good performances, although they like tied against Crystal Palace and stuff. But they look like a good team in the Prem, and they're like
Yeah.
third now, fourth,
They're second.
second. Like the form
they're
is there.
They're there, definitely.
It just includes the last month includes 3 draws. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's why I took them out.
And
That's
the
it.
game
And the
against
wins.
Crystal Palace should not have been a win.
That
That was Crystal Palace
It's a 3-3
domination.
tie.
Yeah, sorry, it should not have been a
fucking
tie.
movie.
It was
Yeah,
a
but
movie.
but they fought
chances
back.
are you play that game 10 times, Crystal
Yes.
Palace win more of the times.
Well, they could have. I mean, Mateta missed a
Bro,
last minute
Mateta
goal.
had Mateta scored a fucking hat trick and he
Underperformed his XG.
underperformed his XG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
And
I did not
Semenyo's
put-
looking amazing too. Sorry
Yeah.
to cut you
No,
off.
Semenyo. I find Semenyo after
Semenyo's
all
on
that
fire.
hype that we gave him, Semenyo in the last 2-3 games because I've watched.
No, he's been good.
Every minute
been
has not
good.
been good.
He's been good, but he's not been as good as he started the season. But
Yes.
he's been good.
Well, we can't expect a goal and assist every game, but he's been the driving force in
the
attack.
last 3.
Yeah, but also just in general, second in the Prem is not like I
Big
can't
feat.
just brush that to the side. Unfortunately,
agree.
So
I could.
I think they deserve it.
I could because it's versus Leeds, their win. Who else did they beat?
Well, they tied
I'd
Leeds.
agree if you
No,
were
they
like a
tied Leeds.
Liverpool
They
or a
beat
Man City.
Fulham and Nottingham, which are 2 of the bottom
Listen,
4 teams. In the
I
Premier
love to shit on the team that I'm about to say, but you need to take who they're playing and how they played versus those teams into account. And as much as I would hate to say it, I
Throwing
put
them in?
Milan as
Oh,
my number
fuck
10.
you.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's fair.
I didn't want to put Milan on the list, but bro, the world of football, call all your fucking managers. Let's figure this shit out, bro. Why is Milan 10th on a power rankings, bro?
We're-
I
Bro, they
tried.
they
I looked
deserve
through
it.
every fucking league, Bundesliga, La
That's
Liga.
crazy.
You're
bro,
making it sound like
Villarreal,
it's impossible, bro.
Fucking
come on,
Dortmund, bro. I could
Leipzig.
not find a team to put over Milan, so I just had to put Milan there.
That's
He's trying to give excuses,
Yeah, no.
brother.
It's not excuses,
we've
bro.
played
you guys,
well.
You guys
Yeah,
have
they-
fucking 1 game a week. And I
but
put you there
that's-
because you beat Napoli, which was a
Yes.
fucking good result. Who else did you beat? Fiorentina. Well, Fiorentina's
We're
relegation
undefeated
team.
in 2 months. We haven't
Yeah.
lost a game in 2 months.
I
So
think
I
that
think it's
definitely
definitely
deserves a
deserved.
mention.
We're playing good.
Yeah,
and the
but you're not
performances-
coming out of that Pisa game saying positive
We
result.
should have beaten them.
No,
No,
you-
it's
no,
not a
you
positive
actually-
result.
you
actually
No.
should have lost
no,
that game.
we
You should've
should
lost
have.
that game.
No. What
Yes,
the
you
fuck?
did, bro. What
We're
the
not getting
fuck?
into
You
this.
were down in the 86th minute. You should have lost
The
that
only game I keep saying we should have lost is the Napoli one because they absolutely destroyed us in every metric, in stats as well. If you watch the game, they destroyed us. But we ended up victorious in that game. All the other ones we should have won. There was mistakes in the finishing phase. We defended kind of bad some moments. Like we're not good for 90 minutes. That's the issue. But the form is going up. We're undefeated in 2 months.
I disagree.
No.
But
Yeah.
look,
But
number
undefeated
10.
when you're drawing
but-
Pisa is not.
It's a bad
Yeah,
result. I
bad
agree.
result. Yeah, but
It's
like
Allegri's
Napoli
fault.
have had worse
That was
results.
a bad performance.
I think
But he took his foot off the gas as soon as he scored 1 goal.
No,
Instead of going for
I
a
don't think it's
second.
Allegri. We could have finished a couple of chances, but Jimenez is not firing right now.
Pisa's
That's
ass.
that's what it is. Pisa is ass.
Did Jimenez ever fire, bro? You're talking
No.
about a fucking. You're talking about it like it's a firework, brother. That's not a firework. It's a
Vlahovic?
fucking firecracker.
How's Vlahovic?
Vlahovic, you know what he is? Ass. At least I can
Yeah.
say it.
But Jimenez
is ass.
Jimenez is getting his chances. He's just
Bro,
not
I'd
scoring.
rather have fucking Nzola than Jimenez.
Well,
Anyway,
who's
who
your
you guys
10?
have
Nzola was
Who's your
great.
10?
I am Man United 10.
a little biased there, I would assume.
Not biased.
biased.
I think over the course of the last month, it has been that much of a defining month that I don't think it's justified to not have them on.
Is this the
month's power
first time they've ever been in a power
ranking.
ranking?
No, because I've had them before. In a preseason.
in the preseason of last
Preseason.
year.
in a
Yeah,
preseason. I think it's the first time that in
In
the
regular
actual
season.
season they're in the power ranking.
Top the bottle of champagne.
The
bro.
last month has been a complete 180. Like we've actually been performing. I would say outside of Arsenal, the last month we've been the best team in the Prem.
Well, listen, Cunha
Well,
getting on the
personal
score
opinion.
sheet and Buemo getting on the score sheet as well. Like they're starting to pick up where people were kind of criticizing last
But
month
your
and they're not
issues
finishing.
are still your issues.
No,
That's all
I disagree. I
Bro.
feel like the performances have been pretty complete.
It's
Defensively, it hasn't
but
been
then
that bad.
Casemiro became a better player.
Casemiro was a man of the match
I
last
know
game.
he was.
Casemiro this
I know he
season
was.
has been faultless.
So So you've changed your agenda on Casemiro.
That's
100%. Unk still got it. Even
a month ago, you were saying get this brother off.
Even Amorim,
That's crazy.
Even Amorim himself agenda switched.
Varvar.
He even announced it in his press
you
Bro,
just
you
conference.
can acknowledge it.
You
You
just
can
didn't do
acknowledge that you wanted Casemiro absolutely
I wanted him out.
gone
Same
a
thing
month
as-
ago.
I will.
28 days ago,
Okay.
you wanted him out.
So you just hit a new low.
Okay, so let me tell you exactly. So with Casemiro on the pitch, we've allowed 3 goals so far this season. Without him on the pitch, we've allowed
I don't give
16.
a fuck about your stats. I'm talking about you, what you said. Casemiro was the spawn of Satan to Manchester United fans. You're gonna switch your agenda on Ugarte just because he
once-
scores a fucking goal?
Here, let me read this
You
Amorim
even said
quote.
Amorim was the
Let
fault
me
of
let
all
me
this.
read.
It one not even 2 weeks ago.
I'm not allowed to speak.
No,
You're
no,
not.
he could speak now.
You're not.
Let me read this Amorim quote on Casemiro.
Bro, that's why I don't want you to speak, because I don't give a fuck about an Amorim quote on Twitter.
But Casemiro
literally-
has been good this month.
Forget this month, this season he's been good. Casemiro brings a lot of experience. He's an example for everyone. At the
accountability.
beginning, he was behind all the midfielders, even Toby Collier.
So, beginning
he
of the
fought,
season, he was back,
worked
exactly.
hard, and now he's back in the national team. He's so important to us. He pressed very high before dropping back. I'm really happy with him. The other players should take Casemiro as an example. Football can change very quickly. You just have to work. If you do what's
Even
necessary,
Amorim
you will
agenda
play.
switches.
Yeah.
So
what you say, agenda
Casemiro,
So stop blowing up everything. As a Manchester United fan, your whole community, stop blowing up everything.
I agree. Our team starting 11. I will say this: our starting 11 is good. Everything outside of that starting 11 is absolute dog
I know,
shit.
but 3 weeks ago, you said everything's shit. Amorim out. Our whole backline's ass. We don't have proper wing backs. Casemiro shit. Ugarte's dog shit. But now in 2 weeks, 3 results or whatever, everything's changed.
So we
You need to
dominated.
stop
We
blowing up
dominated
your-
Liverpool. We outplayed
You didn't-
Liverpool.
you did not
Okay, I won't
dominate
say
Liverpool.
I won't say dominate, but we outplayed Liverpool.
You tied Liverpool.
We beat Liverpool.
You tied them if you watched the game.
Okay, yeah, sure. So can I speak about my team, or is every line I'm going to say get cut off? Like I don't understand.
Brother, you only talk about your team.
you-
Why are you
you-
playing this victim gimmick?
Because I'm not allowed to say a word about my team.
You had good performances against Brighton. Liverpool, I would say like half-half. I mean,
I disagree.
the Maguire goal happened. So
that-
at the end of the day, you have to say it was a win.
The
But
Liverpool match, I don't know. It's a bit more even.
I think that was
Sunderland
even.
2-0 is not a
Sunderland-
result to fucking
that
laugh
was
at
good.
now.
Yeah, Sunderland, again, I consider them. I consider them in that.
do we
top
count the Brentford in this month? Because technically,
No,
it's-
we recorded the 28th last month.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can't take that into account. But like 3 games, yeah.
Spoke about it yesterday. We said the 28th, no, or 29th. We recorded power rankings last month.
I don't remember. But you had 3 wins, and in the grand scheme of things, of like how Man United is going right now,
That's 3 top half teams. Also.
yeah, you need that.
And going into next week.
No, the
like,
last
this is
power
the-
rankings was way earlier than the 28th.
When was it?
No, we recorded the 20th.
This is the 23rd.
We posted on the September
So
1st.
it was the 22nd.
So
Or
yeah,
21st. Yeah, it was the 21st.
21st was Sunday, 22nd was that makes sense. So the 27 is
My
taken
opinion
into
doesn't
account.
change even with that Brentford loss. Going into Nottingham Forest, it's the first time in forever that I actually have no fear of losing a game.
There
And
it is.
I have no fear. Like
Jinx?
this is not a jinx. We will
Well, Nottingham
genuinely
Forest is in shambles.
we
so I don't
will
blame you.
be smoking Nottingham Forest. Like smoking that Sean Dyche pack. It's not this is gonna be domination. And I haven't felt like this since probably first season of Ten Hag, which in that season we deserve to be in power rankings as well.
3 games will do to him, man.
So Mbuemo, I cannot say how good this guy is. Like he's actually personally, I would probably put him in top 10 Premier League players right now. Like he is that good. And you can't even say this is a Man United. Like last year, his stats had him probably as a top 5 player in the league. Now
Yeah,
I'm
20 goals and 7 assists.
exactly like this is not even he's just continuing what he did at Brentford at a bigger club. People are actually
I
watching.
agree. He's
it
on
now.
pace for like 8 goals this season. It's good.
He's on pace for 13, I think. He has 4 in 9 games. So he's genuinely incredible, and he has 5 goals and assists in the last 3 games. He's just what a player. I can't even
You could tell he's more dangerous now. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he actually is getting his confidence
every
back.
Yeah, I was
first
trying to
touch
get
is
into it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Every first touch is like I don't know if you guys saw. There was one time where we punted the ball forwards, and there was a defender right on his back. His first touch brought him into space, and it was just perfect.
Yeah.
And it created a 2-on-1 for us that they fouled him.
I also think having Ahmad back in the right wing back position is like you could see a difference.
But
A whole difference.
they interviewed Ahmad about because at the start of the season, Ahmad and Mbuemo they didn't really connect well on that
Yeah.
right wing on that right side. They interviewed Ahmad and he said like now we're like our chemistry is actually there and
You
we
could
feel
tell.
much more comfortable on the right hand side now. And I think that right hand side is something to build off of. When you're trying to go more defensive, yeah, you can sub in Dallo, which I don't even agree with, but I do think that right now there's a platform for us to build on. I think. Look, yes,
This
is
is
me
a make
being-
it or break it.
This is
like
me
if you
being
lose
generous.
next game, you're going back to the standards.
I kind of disagree.
But if you win, you're
But
now
the thing
steaming
of the
forward.
past, with Amrim we would have beat Liverpool 2-1, and the next game it would have been just back to you saw the hunger there from the get go right
Yeah,
away.
motivation's there, definitely.
So that's why I'm at United 10. I'm assuming you guys don't have them on the list, so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
take
not
my
yet.
second
Yeah, I
to
don't
glaze
have
my team. You know,
Not yet, because I do think as much as like I'm not taking last month into account, like I do understand where Manchester United is, and like if they do another month of this, it's like okay, they're consistent with it. But I mean, listen, kudos to them. It's been a decent month, but I don't think they're not in my top 10 yet. But we're on to number 9 now.
Who was your 10, Millie?
My 10 was Bournemouth.
Oh, you guys both had.
Yeah, at Bournemouth
Yeah,
as
okay.
well.
My
Number
number
nine.
9, strange. I still have Liverpool on my number 9.
No, you can't.
I wanted to
put that
drop
on
them
my
off
list.
the list.
I don't have Liverpool on my
Bro,
list.
even there was, for me, the only option was either pushing
how
Man
do you have
United,
Milan 10 and Liverpool 9, whatever?
because I didn't just put favorable results.
Yeah, and listen, but the thing is that Liverpool on
Liverpool
paper
beat
had
Frankfurt
favorable
5-1.
results.
They beat Frankfurt 5-1.
Yeah,
Frankfurt
but
are
you
dog
could,
shit. You have to understand
No,
the
they're not-
level.
you could
tell-
This
dog
brings
shit.
up the conversation once again. The Prem is Frankfurt in the Prem is 15th place, 14th place. They're absolute dog shit.
But that's not the
Brentford are a
conversation.
better team than Frankfurt.
But that's
I don't
not-
give a fuck.
Sure,
That's
sure.
not the conversation.
I know next week going in, I would rather have Liverpool play these teams and not like that. That's for me a power ranking is I'm basing it off of form, and they lose a shit ton of points. That's why, bro. Ferms had them 1 last time.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys
I-
probably had
I
them 1 as
2.
well.
I had them 2.
Yeah. So I'm dropping them severely. I'm dropping the only other team I could have pushed up, and because it was so close to the bottom, was I would have put Man United to 10 and Milan to 9. That's the only alternative I could have done.
Okay.
Because I do want to give credit to Manchester United. They're probably if I had to put, they're probably my 11. I'm not gonna just watch them and say, oh, it's just still utter dog shit, and this is just a glimpse of good form.
Yeah.
You can watch them and you know that it's a lot better than last season. And these attackers are not Anthony and Sancho. These attackers and Wemo and Cunha, they do look great. But I still think there's a lot of flaws to your team. That's why I didn't put them at 10. But Liverpool, I don't think this is a Manchester City of last season thing. That's
But
my
there's
only.
just
That's
so
the only
many
difference.
flaws. Like
I
we've
really
been
think-
talking about them. The Verts is a flop. Isaac is a flop. Like it's a constant conversation.
I
Frimpong is
agree,
a
bro.
flop.
I actually agree. But if you look at the fucking core of the team, you still
still
have
there.
the same team that did that last season. So either slot us to make big boy decisions and just revert to last season until they can fucking figure
I know,
it out.
but that sounds like a hypothetical. Like, yeah, we all know that the players on Liverpool are amazing, if not world class, some of them. But at the end of the day, like in the last month, they have 1 win in 1, 2, 3, 4,
They can't
5,
keep a
6
clean
games.
sheet
Yeah,
for
they can't keep a-
fucking.
They can't keep a clean sheet. They lost against Crystal Palace, against Galatasaray in Champions League. Chelsea, Man United, they lost. They only have their win against Frankfurt, and they lost against Brentford, who is also in shambles.
But
like,
regardless, that
considering,
should be an automatic win. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
The
For the
thing is,
standards, at
on
least.
paper, I agree Liverpool are one of the top, but the way that they lost as well is just like they don't look like champions.
Yeah,
they really just don't
There's
look.
There's
like
a difference between losing but still having a decent performance. Liverpool didn't even have that, in my opinion.
It's for you mentioned that it's not like Man City last year. For me, it's eerily similar.
But that's why I brought it up because I know you told me that. I don't think it is.
I was speaking to a Liverpool fan friend at halftime of the Brentford game, and they were it was 2-1 Brentford, I think, at that point. They scored right before halftime. Liverpool.
Reactionism.
And he was saying, "Oh, we're gonna come back." I'm telling him, like, in past years, I would 100% agree with you. It was almost like in the past
was
years,
like their MO.
it was inevitable that they would come back because they would just apply so much offensive pressure. At halftime of the game, I actually told him, bro, I actually think there's 0% chance you come back.
There was nothing. There was nothing to indicate that they would come back at all.
This side is not the side that it was in the past years. It's not that dominant, strangle you from minute 1 to minute 90 side. It's really just, it's lifeless.
Yeah,
But
it's-
even last season, they were kind of like their MO as well was like they would concede, but then they would obviously come back and they'd win the
But
game.
they'd only
Like, that
concede
was the-
one.
Yeah, they'd only concede 1, but now it's like they concede. It's like, okay, are they going to do it again?
I'm not gonna die for my Liverpool opinion, but Like the game versus Manchester United, bro. I'm looking at the stats now because I have to get a reminder.
Bro, you're not taking into account game state, bro.
2.75 XG, and Man United had negative momentum.
Yeah,
I
They had a
do
good
think
chance
it was.
towards the end of the
Just
game.
you're doing it's just revisionism.
But it was a bit more even, but still, like
It's not
there was
even. We
7
were
more
up
games,
1-0 from the second minute. Now, try and score on us.
Well, they generated 2.75 XG.
And then as soon as they scored on us, we went back to their end, scored on them because they're defensively dog shit.
that's my problem with Liverpool is they're defensively.
Yeah,
But
defensively, it's
the
dog
point
shit.
is, we scored on you 1-0. Now try and score on us. It took them 70 minutes to score where we didn't even try
bro,
attacking.
we all watch. You didn't deserve that win.
That's a lie.
No,
but whatever, that's okay. I don't
say
even
that
want to
game-
spend
that
time
game
on this
should have been a
podcast
tie.
fucking discussing this
That
because
should have
this
been
is
a tie.
bothering me.
That should have been a tie.
Yeah, sure.
But even
I
in
watched
terms,
the game.
even in terms of even in terms of players like Salah, for example, he's dropped off significantly.
Yeah.
Isaac hasn't hit yet.
Wirtz is
hasn't
dog
hit
shit.
yet.
Ekitike kind of like cooled down
Ekitike,
after his hot
a
start.
little bit of inconsistency.
Because you're not playing him in the same. Bro, you slot. It's not FM, bro. You can't keep fucking changing players in different positions and expect them to instantly like hit the ground running.
I agree,
He
but
needed
that's
to keep
the
some
flaws.
Bro,
consistency.
Liverpool went from one of the best fullback pairings of all time to this absolute fucking atrocity that they have to watch.
Kerkez.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't talk about that guy
He
enough.
scored, but bro, first of all, that
He was
celebration
horrendous.
when he scored, bro, act
Yeah.
like you've been there before, bro.
Yeah.
That's like you bagged your first bitch and you start running around the club. Oh my god, oh my god.
Start telling every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
But bro, come on. Like this wingback pairing is absolutely horrid. Like it's actually
Not looking good.
disgusting to watch. I don't have them on my list. to
Me
be
neither.
honest. It's-
Completely dropped.
That's
It
fine.
was a debate. It
That's
was a
fine.
debate, but yeah, I think for now they're just not there.
They're probably there on like just pure legacy. They're probably there at 11 or 12 for me,
course.
to be honest.
For me, that legacy just pushed them a little bit higher. I think in Champions League they're still gonna be very good. Who are they playing in Champions League next?
Yeah, but we
But you
can't,
see, I don't
we
like.
can't look at the future. Like we're looking at right now. They're playing Real
They're playing Real
Madrid.
Madrid next time.
Oh, gee.
That's gonna be
That's a
interesting
litmus
game.
test.
That's
That's a
gonna be an
litmus
interesting game.
Bro, next 3 games, they might not win a game in the next 4, to be honest. They have Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Man City. And Aston Villa has picked up form.
It's a really bad
They just
schedule.
beat Man City 1-0.
That'd be a good test.
Bro,
test.
they could go the next 4 games winless. I'm calling it right now because that's international break after these 4 games. Arne Slot's not Liverpool manager by international break.
It's possible.
I don't think he is.
It
personally.
just depends on the next few games. Next 4 games on it.
I think come international break, he's going to get sacked.
He needs to figure it out.
It's
There's definitely a conversation.
I don't know if you guys have watched the what's the name of the podcast CEO,
Oh, I don't know the name.
the Stephen Bartlett podcast.
Yes.
He had Klopp on. He said he would low-key take the Liverpool job again if it presented itself.
If Liverpool do that, like it's a little bit.
He
egregious.
said he
Step
does
back.
enjoy his time off right now. He said he needed the time off.
but he misses
It's
football.
been a year and a bit, and he says he loves his job right now at Leipzig. But he said if he was ever to come back to the Prem, it would have to be for Liverpool.
Bro, he must be so
Yeah,
frustrated
facts.
watching this at home. Like the thing he built, the thing that he felt he built is now getting torn down.
I read a tweet. This is not even tweet to regurgitate. I read a tweet and it actually resonated so well with me. The more Liverpool become slot-like side, the worse they become. The farther away from Klopp that they get, the worse they become.
I agree. The more Kivu the club gets, and the less Inzaghi it gets, the worse they get.
That's one way of
one way of
contorting.
Sure.
But basically, the more Slot actually puts his imprints on the squad, the worse they get.
I don't think it's that, bro. They added some world class
Bro,
players.
who did Slot bring in last summer?
No
one. And it was literally just copy paste of Klopp. This year he said, okay, I'm going to put my tactical imprint on this team. And now the team looks extremely fragile.
Like I kind of agree, but I think it's also like just bigger names. It becomes a bigger management.
Not to
issue.
bring up the same Inter again, but when Conte, when Inzaghi joined, we were all complaining because we were like, this is Conte ball, just rebranded Conte ball, which is just Inzaghi ball. And then slowly, we started seeing like Inzaghi slowly started putting his print on it. And the next season, they started off not bad.
how many-
They didn't, you guys didn't start off great.
How many
didn't
times?
start off great.
How
And then
many?
it got better.
How many times have we seen a club spend a shit ton of money? It doesn't work out for one season, but then they analyze the season like Nottingham Forest. They bought a shit ton of players. They finished 16th. They barely, or 15th or whatever. I don't remember. But XG, they were horrible. They should have gotten relegated. But because next year they had the squad to build off of, they only brought in like 1 or 2 more players to make the thing glue together. And they ended up finishing 6th last year.
Kind of like Chelsea, and they went to go
Exactly.
get Maresca after the...
Exactly. But it's that manager that gets stuck with that massive influx of talent that gets fucked with a puzzle that there's no pieces that make it fix.
Yeah.
It's like Pep. Pep last year, his team was dog shit. There was really no well, It finished third, but there was no puzzle that had Man City winning the Prem or Champions League. They go in this summer. He says, "Okay, I need reindeers. I need Cherki. I need like." He saw what needed to be fixed. He fixed it, but like I just don't think Arne Slot's going to be the manager for that personally.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Number 9.
Number 9, I have Milan.
I have Milan.
I have Milan as well.
They made it in.
Number 9. Just a good month overall.
Yeah.
They deserved it. I think from what I've seen from Milan right now is a lot less like
Negativity around.
negativity, and it's kind of just like the ship is definitely like on smoother waters.
Yeah, I agree. It's
So-
more balanced.
Like I feel like in any other season, like even like a bad result like against Pisa, what everyone would have been like up in arms,
Yeah.
like throw everything away, fire everyone. But it's kind of like this understanding of okay, like this is a process. Like Allegri's brought in to like calm everything down. Everything's calm right now. You're gonna always. The thing is that there's no team really in Serie A right now that could go undefeated. There isn't.
I agree. It's very competitive this year.
So it's much more competitive, but also the top teams are kind of a little weaker in the sense that like they will drop points.
Mm-hmm.
But what the points that Milan have dropped really have not been that like.
Well, we shouldn't have
haven't been a
dropped
lot.
them, in my
We
opinion.
shouldn't have dropped them, sure.
But the performances wise, like we're building off of something. I could tell.
Yeah, I definitely see a more calmer Milan. I see a more like determined Milan. Less
Like
drama.
Leao's getting better. Like he has 3 goals in 2 games now. I could see him kind of picking it up.
Definitely picking up form.
The beginning of Allegri days, those were the best. When everything's good,
I mean-
sailing,
Yeah,
and you have Allegri.
but I'm not looking at Allegri to build a Milan dynasty. I'm looking at Allegri to.
I think Milan fans are looking at Allegri to build a dynasty.
no, he won't. I
No,
don't
but
think so.
obviously
what I would want,
the
but-
squad needs
gonna change.
The squad needs change, but Allegri's gonna be there, get you consistent results while you're
Yes.
changing the squad.
Sure, but I hope Milan management, for Milan fans, Milan management doesn't see the results and stays happy with Allegri and
but
doesn't start planning for the future after.
The results are positive. You got to think about it again.
See, Milan fans already switched.
But-
But
you
what
can't-
am I
you
saying
can't
wrong?
blame
then?
Allegri,
What the fuck
Allegri
stupid statement is that?
Allegri, I didn't even say a statement. You just got rage baited from nothing. I didn't even
but-
say anything. I
but-
just said you're already getting used to Allegri, and you're gonna be okay with this season. You'll be second.
Okay, so
Next season you'll have Champions League. You're gonna knock out on the group stage, but you'll be like, oh, but in the Scudetto race we're still in it
are
until
we
the last week."
not building something? Like what do you want to do? Win a treble?
Everyone told me when Allegri was at Juventus, you specifically, that Allegri can't win shit anymore.
Okay.
in 2023 or 2024.
Let's get this on camera. That Juventus team was absolutely garbage.
It's already on
Allegri.
camera.
Exactly. I'll say it again because apparently you
Still
haven't
is.
heard.
Still.
Still is, but that Juventus team was so
on
fucking
your power
bad
ranking?
that Allegri had no chance of managing it. So it poisoned my view of Allegri to think that, oh, maybe it's his fault. But in reality, that team was so bad.
So you're saying you can't differentiate a player from you can't differentiate the player quality to the manager?
Yeah, but
the
also,
manager back then,
but Allegri
I
has
couldn't
left
differentiate.
Juve, and the quality didn't
Yeah.
like bounce up.
Exactly.
Didn't jump up.
Those were the darkest days of the last half decade. Was that last season of Allegri?
But the thing is that what
But you're
Allegri
using that to judge
Horrible.
Milan right now when we're doing good and the results are good.
No, because I still see the same. Like Allegri hasn't changed as a person. He's still the same person. He goes into press conferences, says the most cuck things. He always defends himself. He's super fucking.
Bro.
He's super prideful. Allegri is the same Allegri.
what the fuck Allegri do you watch?
Bro, in press conferences, it's always we lost or we dropped points because of this. It's never I need to do better. I'm Allegri. I have success
Okay, no.
20 years ago, and I should. Fiorentina only beat us because they have 11 guys on the other team. He's the same fucking guy he was as his last tenure.
Yeah, but I think Milan's more of a fresh slate than Juve, bro.
Yeah.
Juve, he was coming off of 9
That's why-
Scudetti.
that's why I put
they
Milan
didn't-
at 10.
No, but
because it's fresh. It's
no, but
new.
Allegri was not supported at Juve near the end. He was not, bro. He won
Why
9
is he gonna get supported
Scudetti.
at Milan?
He's getting
Yeah,
supported
but
right
he didn't
now.
win 9 Scudetti in a row
Yeah, it's a
at
different type of
Milan,
support too.
and then expect, okay, yeah, listen, I won all of this for you. Throw me a fucking bone in the transfer market, and they say, well, actually, no, we're not. Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
If
you win
I-
all these trophies with Juve, and they say, yeah, no, go fuck off.
We didn't kick him out. He didn't leave. We kicked him out.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
You shouldn't have kicked him out.
Well, you also
We
you
shouldn't
also
have kicked him out. Oh my god.
Support him in the transfer
but
market.
agenda
You
switches
saw
is fucking-
what he
but
did with
the
great
agenda
players.
switch is
agenda
warranted
switches
right
by both
now.
of you
No,
are
no.
crazy.
But you
I
saw
saw
what he did with great
I got
players.
fucking
Listen,
berated
listen,
for
listen.
Allegri.
In hindsight, he should have probably left at the time that he left. But you shouldn't have appointed Thiago Motta to then sack him 4 months later.
exactly.
That's what shouldn't have happened.
Okay, sure. We're not talking about Thiago Motta. We're talking about
Yeah,
Allegri.
but in hindsight now, that's what we have. Like obviously there's gonna be an
Allegri
agenda
fucking,
switch.
we should have got rid of him before that season even started. before that season even started. Flip the page, bro. Change the fucking page. Allegri is the past.
I think
you guys made a
you're
good
not,
call.
You're not
For Juve, he's
flipping.
the
Yeah,
past.
exactly. You're not flipping
No,
the page
he's the past.
for Milan.
Yeah.
Like
Bro,
clearly,
I put you 10. You guys, it's a good decision
Yeah,
you
and I
made
put us
for
9.
now. It's a great decision you made for now.
but you're
Because
like
the
shitting on
because the
on-
ship. I'm not cheating on anything, bro.
This is
I'm not
very
cheating on
similar.
anything.
This is very similar to when Real Madrid brought back Ancelotti. People were like, bro, does he still have a top level manager in him? Because he just failed at Everton. He failed at Everton. He failed at Napoli. Like there was a bunch of stints there where you question if Ancelotti still had that top level manager gene. He goes on to win Champions League. Like he obviously still had it, bro. Some managers are just top managers, bro.
Okay, so why doesn't Mourinho still have it?
Because Mourinho sucks balls.
There you go. Like you can't just double standard. when you
I
want a
can't double standard.
No.
Mourinho has failed at how many jobs now in a row has Mourinho failed? Since Chelsea 2016, he's failed every single year.
Yeah,
since
that's
then.
not true.
No, but
like,
I'm saying
it
that
depends what you consider failure. Because at
next
Roma, he
yeah.
won a trophy, and that
Context
was
of
big
Milan's
for
way
them.
different than Juve, in my opinion. Way different. So like, I think you could give him more of a grace at Milan.
But there's no
Bro,
grace
with the
to be
result.
done. Like we're third right now. Yeah, we should have beaten Pisa. Yeah, we should have beaten Juventus. Which honestly, we played good in that game. We should have beaten you. Like at the end of the
Your
day,
opinion.
no, you said it
No,
too.
that
bro.
that game, honestly, both of you guys deserve
I
0 points.
agree.
No, I
Just
disagree.
for crimes, like
You guys-
that's-
you guys-
honestly,
Leao missed that sitter.
I think we would need a trial because that's crimes against humanity. What we
Yeah,
had to
it was a
watch
shit
tonight.
game overall.
You
bro.
guys played better overall, but I think that the result was still fair. We both our striking
that's
forces
sure.
were horrible.
Yes, yeah, because Leao didn't finish the chance. Like
We don't
Jimenez
deserve,
missed a
we didn't
chance.
deserve to win.
I don't
You guys
know.
deserve to win.
Okay, we
Yeah.
have a lot of teams to go through.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of teams.
Number 8. You said that. Oh, I wish I could justify them. Dortmund, I have number 8.
I was thinking about them.
They've won practically every game in the Bundesliga so far in the last month, especially. They've been amazing last month. They're 5th in CL. They have 2 wins, 1 draw, 0
Yeah,
losses.
they're doing well in Champions League.
I think they definitely justify being on this list, to be honest.
I find it's acceptable, but who did you have 9 and 10?
I had Milan 10 and I had Man United. I had
sense.
Milan 9, Man United 10.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that
Both
makes
teams
more
not in
sense.
European competitions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes somewhat sense. I respect it.
The only loss they have is against Bayern.
Yeah, which honestly,
They
Bayern
They
have
draw?
some points. They
They
No,
drew
Juve. They tied
Leipzig?
Leipzig and lost to Bayern Munich. They've won every game other than that. They tied
Yeah, top teams.
St.
I like
Pauli
that
first
shout.
game of the season.
Yeah, that's a respectable shot. I don't really have a lot to say about Dortmund, unfortunately, but like,
I don't know. If any of us watched a minute of them, I'd be surprised this season. Other than the Bayern game,
The Classicer.
yeah, the Clasico was a little rough for them.
like I didn't watch them versus Cologne. I didn't watch them versus Copenhagen in Champions League.
Yeah,
Get
like
the
you-
results, bro. And now
Yeah, they
shut
got
the fuck
results
up,
though.
bro.
I don't
watch the
I don't know.
highlights.
I don't
There's always
respect
highlights
putting
available.
them on there just for fucking.
No,
just
no,
for
they
FOMO
definitely- I think
points.
they-
It's
deserve
not
a
full
shot.
mob, bro. They destroyed in Champions League. They destroyed Athletic Club 4-1.
Athletic
Against
horrible.
Juve, they were up
Yeah,
what?
they were
At
good.
4-2 at one
Bro,
point.
when was the Juve game? I don't know why
September
you're.
September 16th.
far.
Yeah, that
But
was,
I'm
that
speaking
wasn't
about
the
just their
last one.
CL campaign in general. Against Copenhagen, it was domination. Copenhagen, it was 4-1. Copenhagen scored in the last minute.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
I would
but
be
you
more comfortable putting Sunderland than Dortmund.
No. That goes against your logic. Sunderland played Dortmund today. Sunderland's winning?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you're
Yes.
you're
got it.
rage baiting to cover your tracks.
I want to see that one.
But even listen, like
So Prem is the Super League. So we
Where's-
should have fucking 15 CL spots.
Melly, did you give him his meds today?
It's right there.
15 CL spots.
Where's
Sunderland
where's
deserves to be
Sunderland
CL.
in the standings?
They're second.
No, they're fourth now.
They're fourth.
But that's my
Bournemouth
point.
Third. Fourth.
Bournemouth
That's my
second.
point.
Third. Schizo.
Okay. Third in the Premier League should be better than second in the Bundesliga.
Just to break it to everyone, Fiorentina completed a pretty crazy comeback against Bologna.
Moise Keane goal.
Moise Keane pen in the last minute.
oh my god, saved Pioli's job.
Both drop points though.
Yildi's not starting versus Lazio.
Bologna drop points. We lift that.
What the hell?
2 pens they
Oh my
scored. by
god,
the
bro!
way.
When you thought the Juventus lineup just came out, just when you thought it couldn't get worse,
It just
got
did.
worse.
What we tuning into?
Are we-
It's bro.
Are we seeing
I
a-
think I'm leaving. We're not
Oh my
watching
God.
the game
Not
together.
bad.
Vlahovic striker, already bad.
Vlahovic FC right here.
Lamb,
Left house.
Jonathan David, Ram, Chico Conceição, which is the only one. I'm
Yildiz
happy.
got it. Yildiz
I'll-
dropped.
Yildiz dropped, yanked.
Yildiz, we gotta stop playing that guy's become pulled pork.
Yildiz dropped.
But don't fucking not play him versus Lazio. Cambiaso, Locatelli, Coop Miners, McKennie, Lloyd Kelly, Kalou,
Really
Gatti,
getting a charity minute.
Petting starting. Bro, this might be the worst game of the season.
Tudor doesn't rate
I'll
Lazio.
tune in.
Yeah.
Worst game of the season. Sounds like great watch.
Yeah,
Great
hey,
television. You guys have said your 8th or no?
No, 8. I have Nabla.
Not on my list.
No.
I have Nabla.
Not on my list.
I have to. What can I do? What can I do?
If they didn't beat Inter yesterday, are they on your list?
No.
Okay.
That's a cuck move.
That's literally
not
just a
yeah.
beat Inter, add them on power.
That's literally Millie.
They're first in
Bro,
Serie A
they're
right now.
horrible.
They're first in Serie A.
They're
right now.
actually
You ask
horrible.
a Napoli
I
fan,
know
what do
they're
you think?
horrible.
The
They're
performances are horrible.
They're horrible. But you got listen. Hands up. You got to respect game, bro. They're first.
6-2.
No, but that's just
I know. I
that's
agree.
strictly losing.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
PSG.
terrible.
Not
That's
even Juve did that.
irreprehensible.
I thought I was gonna be I was in honorable mention. I was gonna say I have Napoli, but I'm like maybe they have them on their list. I thought you guys were. They're league leaders right now.
yeah, like that's the thing.
I know,
I have to put them because of league
Against
leaders.
Inter, would you have considered Napoli to have dominated that game?
No. They maybe the
But
last 20 minutes.
All the other games I watched on Napoli, they didn't dominate. The
didn't
only
dominate.
one they dominated was the Milan one.
Last
And
year,
they
I
lost.
always justified having Napoli on my list by saying they're the league leaders. You must put them on.
Right now, they're league
The
leaders.
vibe around Napoli right now is a lot worse than what it was last
They
year.
are
agree.
because they're 2 losses in a row. Honestly, like just looking at their FOB mob, if you just want, and you see a whole lot of red, you see a whole lot of gray. Like they literally they don't
I don't know
really
how
deserve.
they're winning the league right now.
They don't deserve. Yeah, they
Because at
somehow
the beginning
spoof
they were
these.
they were
Yeah, but
they
you
were-
look at the foot mob, you look at the form, and it's actually dog shit. I'm like, how
Yeah.
the fuck are
Well,
they
this
first?
because mind you, there are 2 results,
Like-
1 result or 2 results in CL, and then they drew, I think.
But they lost
Serie A.
against Torino this month.
Yeah, they lost to
I
Torino.
think
Torino's dog
I
shit.
checked.
Yeah, well,
I
they
checked,
won today.
I checked the league table before the weekend, and I'm like, bro, how is it that if Napoli beat Inter, they're top of the table? I
It's
thought
terrible.
Napoli would have been like,
But that's
way lower.
That's
right
because
now.
all the big teams are dropping points to lower. So
But
it kind of gets
for
even.
me,
because they're
public-
playing each other.
Yeah, also.
like,
Yeah, I know, this was,
just the vibe has been really off.
This
with
is the most
Napoli.
competitive Serie A season.
And KDB hamstring now is probably
Oh
gonna
my
be out
God.
for a couple months.
Bro, that was the like the worst,
The most City
the
defining
battle of the
moment.
unction I saw,
Yeah,
bro.
it's pretty
Mkhitaryan, first of all, that wasn't a penalty. Mkhitaryan, ghost penalty, somehow got hurt on that play.
Yeah, no,
Has to get
actually,
subbed
I
off.
will agree with Millie. That penalty was not a penalty.
It was not a penalty.
I don't think so
Has to
either.
get subbed off, and then De Bruyne takes the penalty. Brother has to get subbed off because
He
he, pulled his
he-
hammy.
Shot too hard.
I think he tore it. Not
Bro,
even.
that's it.
No, because he walked.
No,
I don't
he
know
couldn't
why
walk.
He
No,
couldn't
he was
walk.
forcing himself to stay standing up. Bro, if
Bro.
you're that injured, just fucking
Just stay down, we'll put you on the stretcher.
While shooting, he hurt his hamstring.
Bro, this is like beyond.
Go watch
This
the clip.
only in
Go watch
Serie A.
the
Bro,
clip.
this is a prime Serie A
Okay,
moment.
but bro,
I know.
it's KDB. Like you knew what you were getting. Like,
Yeah,
you,
it's
bro,
a risk.
you knew you were getting the risk of the
Isn't,
bro, off
isn't
a
he only
penalty.
like 34?
He's 34.
Bro, off a penalty. It
was just funny 'cause
you
they were
destroy your
celebrating.
your
He's
leg.
34.
They were celebrating with him like all together, and he's just like, I'm like,
No,
why
I
isn't he
can't.
celebrating? Like, what respect does
Bro,
he have to give?
He
to
was
Inter?
crying.
Bro, he scores and he's walking out like, oh fuck.
But one, like, to me, saying that they're league leaders is not a good argument because they're 1 point away from like Roma.
Yeah, Roma's almost there. Milan.
And 3 points away from Inter because they just
yeah,
beat them.
they just lost. But I think that unfortunately they've done enough to get first. So I really think I'm. This is a stretch. Low key, I was thinking about putting Milan above Napoli. I was thinking
would.
about it.
I did.
So like,
Yeah, I
you
did
could,
also.
You could have that argument as well. So I think Napoli, you could 8 to 10 if you want.
This is what Milan and Man United, we both play one game a week. The advantage of playing one game a week is actually insane.
Yeah, it's big.
Like,
It's very
even
good.
Amram acknowledged it. He said it would be very different right now if we were playing Europe. So
I know.
we have to calm expectations.
Didn't
Even
Allegri
with
complain?
injuries. Who?
Didn't he complain that you got a Monday and Friday fixture? Or
Who,
Monday?
Allegri?
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember. That.
See, that's some cuck shit. If he actually did that,
Yeah,
like that's
I'd have to
literally
see
like,
that.
bro, we didn't get the most favorable schedule, bro.
That's not fair.
Meanwhile, Napoli and Inter.
But a lot
pulled pork.
of people also read into what Allegri says too much because when he says everything, it's just rage
Bro, he's
bait.
a rage baiter.
He rage
Yeah,
baits.
he is
I
a
watch
rage
his
baiter.
press conferences. He actually toys with the media.
That's
He's just
what I'm saying,
rage baiting.
Because that's the thing. If you watch him, you get the sentiment of where he's coming
Yeah.
from. But if you read it in the paper, you take
Yeah.
him too seriously.
It's rage bait to the journalists when you win, and when you lose, it's rage bait to the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but he
double
plays
dipping.
he plays the media perfectly. That's why, like,
Yeah,
as
but
a
if you
manager.
lose, you don't want your manager rage baiting.
But bro, like he came into a horrendous Milan management, and he still got away with like good comments.
All
good
I'm saying
banter.
as a professional rage baiter, it takes game to acknowledge game, you know?
100%.
Like
up.
that's a brother with experience years behind
for sure.
beyond my years.
Are we gonna go with 4-3-3?
That's
Where?
effortless. That's effortless rage bait.
Goat.
7. Did you do 8 or
No, I
not?
didn't do 8.
Oh, I didn't do 8 either.
Do 8?
Inter.
Do it?
Inter eight.
Way too low.
Inter.
It's a little low, but listen.
You have both Inter?
No.
I have Inter, bro. I could have put them up one more spot.
I don't understand.
but-
Low key, they could have been higher.
They
The Napoli,
are
the
higher,
Napoli
yeah.
result to me it speaks so many volumes. I don't care about the
I don't
pen.
think you watched the first 20 minutes where we could have been up 2 or 3-0. We
Yeah,
did,
but your
and I
second
think-
half?
But I think, and again, I'll acknowledge that second half was abysmal.
I'm not gonna cap. I didn't.
We
watch the
should have
first
been up
15.
Yeah,
3-0.
no.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing.
I
Like,
was lucky.
our
I had
team-
that Man United on it.
We're the team that creates the most chances in the league, but we miss the most chances in the league. But
Is that liftable?
I'm not lifting it. I'm just acknowledging that
Yeah, heavy trophy.
that we.
But I
don't-
thought you guys
we
had the
don't
best
score.
strikers in the league.
I mean, we're creating
Yeah,
the
I mean,
chances.
we have
4 strikers
They have
now.
the most
You
strikers
sub
in
out.
the
You
league.
sub
Yeah, but
out
when you-
Lautaro. It's not Arnautovic. It's Pio coming on.
Yeah, and Peel showed that this season.
Arnautovic, bro. Arnautovic hasn't played on our team.
Yeah, but honestly,
No,
I
it's
think
Dzeko.
Pio's had a pretty good month, but Bonnie I think had a better month. I think he's playing definitely better, but that first 20 minutes, if we converted at least 1 or 2 of those, the game is completely
Yeah,
different.
but even the outlook on the month, it would have been completely different.
Oh, it would have been. I would have put us probably top 4. Put it with top 4.
We'll be talking about Inter.
Forget draws. Win not losing. We would have won every game.
You can't let one result like
I
spray
agree.
over the
I agree.
entire month
could.
because
But-
they
but-
have been
We've been very, very.
they've been the best team
We'll
in
talk
Serie A
about them.
since
I'm telling you, we'll talk
since
about them.
September 13th. They've been by far the best team in Serie A.
And the
Sure.
thing is, well, since after that Juve game, but again, Napoli, you want to take the context into account. Like this is a top team again, Inter losing to another top team like Juve. That Juve lost
true.
4-3. Like this is where the Scudetto's decided.
They had
It's-
7 wins in all comps in a row before
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I
we're
will
definitely
not
good.
give Inter points for beating teams that they have been comfortable beating for the last 3 years.
Roma, Ajax. I mean, they're shit, but
Ajax and
Roma.
Walls, like those wins. Listen,
Yeah,
for
but-
Juventus, that's a fucking difficult fixture.
I-
But for Inter, it's been very easy ever since the Conte era. So I have to only look at the big fixtures, which under Conte,
That's not true.
under Inzaghi, we're all much more competitive.
So then, what if like a Real Madrid ends up winning every game in the Champions League, but then they win every El Clasico, but then they're shitting the bed against an Elche, Valladolid, and they're like third.
It's a different context.
That's not different context. Same thing.
No, it's different. It's different context, so I look at it in different. That's a stupid question.
No,
I agree,
honestly,
that is a stupid
No, I see what
It's a
he's
stupid
saying.
question.
It's
No.
like if you're winning every game, but then you lose against a fucking Barcelona, is your entire season shit? Is that what like you try
Real
to
Madrid,
say?
No,
yes.
I'm saying for Inter
Well,
standards.
for Real Madrid standards, maybe.
I can only base you guys off of the competitive games versus Juve.
that was
versus-
literally what
versus
happened
Napoli.
last year, by the way.
But that's
No, but they
But
finished second.
those are the decisive games. bro.
Inter finished second
yeah,
as well.
they're decisive. But I'd agree if they're decisive if we're losing against smaller teams, but we're dominating smaller teams as
But
well.
you've been dominating smaller teams since Conte. Is like one.
That's not true, bro. Inzaghi would drop
Statistically-
points. Conte would drop points as well.
Statistically, Kivu's side has actually been
Better.
than Inzaghi.
And I wanted to talk about this because I found it interesting. But in terms of like defense and attack, Inter is like better in all.
Defense, I wouldn't say so, but
No,
attack,
statistically, I'm
definitely.
saying.
which is crazy.
Which is
defensively.
crazy.
Conceding 4 to Juve, 3 to Napoli.
But something that,
By then
that
we conceded one
Conte brought
of
up
7.
that it's kind of embarrassing that after the game that you lose 3-1-2, it's your director that comes to speak to the media and
Yeah.
not your coach.
But Kivu spoke to the media after. Like he just sat at the table.
Yes,
Like,
but
that's-
after the
well, we
game-
can't- But after the game, Kivu's not going directly to the media and then to the
other
locker
clubs.
room.
Look
We're going to
at
talk
other
to the
clubs.
locker room first.
At Milan, Allegri steps up. He addresses. He's the mouthpiece of the club.
Okay.
You go to Napoli. Conte's the
I see what
mouthpiece
you're
of the
saying. I
club.
see what you're saying. But at the end of the day, Kivu does end up speaking to the media, and I think you're just picking at straws. Like
No,
this is like Conte.
for
That,
me-
that comment has nothing to do with the game.
For me, well,
Has
it's just
nothing to
it's
do
a
with it.
I
it's
agree.
it's just it's a like Kivu doesn't have the same authority as a Conte or an Allegri.
No wonder, bro.
But
They took
are
those guys
you
20
expecting
years
him
in the
to,
league
bro?
get
Like,
to
It
that.
didn't take them 20 years in the league right away. Conte
Yeah, it
did not
did.
have. No, it didn't.
Bro, Conte was at
when he
fucking
first came into
Atalanta.
Juventus, he joined from fucking City B. He did not have the authority, but he's had authority. It's just the way it's a.
You don't remember.
He's a.
But it's
Bro,
the way he
remember.
presents himself. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly. It's not.
But
It's
why
not
is this-
about
why
your
is this a talking
CV.
point?
I
Why
also-
is this a
yeah.
talking point?
Kivu's first
Bro,
big job. I don't get
Bro,
the
this
context.
is like that's just Conte. He's done it even at Inter, bro. It's Conte putting
rage
salt
bait
in the
at that.
wound. It's salt in the wound. Like, oh, you won the game, and you're gonna say, oh, now make your dad go speak to the media. Don't speak to the media. But Kivu spoke after the game. He spoke.
But Mili, it isn't the greatest look. I can also agree with Varvar in a sense. It's not the greatest look because after a
It undermines.
After a defeat, it should not be oh, this is above you, Kivu. I'll deal like Marotta should deal with it, or someone
Sure.
above above Kivu.
That's fine, but that again, that's a management conversation. I'm not using that to determine
that's public perception.
if like that moves the power
agree.
ranking.
I could care less because it either shows unity or it shows like it could see pros on both sides.
It's a collective.
Like, to me, it's,
For me, it just seems like, and he is, but you shouldn't give off this image that Kivu is just fucking disposable.
I agree. But at the same time, like
That's
could,
what it shows.
Okay, maybe in this one game that everyone saw, but every other game, Kivu's
Anyways,
speaking.
I think
Anyways.
we'll talk about Inter again because I have them higher. But I had Spurs 8th, which I'm not super proud of.
That's the worst ranking we've done so far.
Why?
That's the
kinda
worst
rough.
ranking we've done so far.
That is- have they won
What
a
were
game
the other
besides
stupid
Everton
ones?
one?
There were some other stupid ones. Napoli 8's bad, but
I couldn't
Spurs,
find anybody else. I genuinely couldn't.
Bro, Spurs do not deserve to be anywhere near this.
Yeah,
They're still top 5 in the Premier League. In the Champions League, they tied twice. Defensively, they're
They're
good.
Spurs. What the
Attacking-
fuck we talking about? Tied twice, as if
They
that
tied
you're
Monaco and
gonna
Bodo Glimt.
brush. You're gonna brush.
And they tied Wolves.
yeah,
Bro,
they were
they're
good.
dog shit.
I said I'm not proud of it. Their performances have been dropping, and that's why I had them higher in my first power rankings, and now they've dropped significantly to 8. I just didn't know who else to
I
put
don't know
there.
if you look at the underlying data for Spurs.
It's looking bad, but it's
they're
getting worse.
fucking horrible.
It's looking worse.
This is my number one agenda I'm going on this season. Spurs are fucking horrible.
Give me a team and I'll consider
They're
it.
horrendous.
Give me a team on 8 and I'll consider it.
Putting you put Spurs, okay?
I put them ahead of Milan, ahead of Bournemouth.
Why is Spurs like maybe you didn't look, but why is Dortmund? I'm assuming
No,
you want
I said I consider Dortmund.
I would put
Okay.
Napoli above
No.
Spurs.
Napoli's are better than Spurs. I agree. They're league leaders
Bro,
and they're.
You
they're
talk about underlying data. Napoli's the underlying data is just as bad, and
no,
it's getting worse.
because Tottenham are supposed to be on expected points 12th in the league.
In Napoli, go check Napoli.
They're not 12th. I can promise you that. In
No,
Serie A.
they're not, but their performances are
Like,
horrible so far.
Yeah, their games haven't been great, but I mean, it's gritty and they're getting it done. Do I believe that type of play will get you to the end of the season as Scudetto winners? I don't think so. I think that
Napoli are third in expected points, 1 behind Milan and 2
I
behind
don't know.
Inter.
To put even Bournemouth below Spurs, like you had them both. on
Yeah,
the list.
Bournemouth are better than Spurs.
I think
could
they had a
agree with
better
that.
month. Than
I'd be
I'd
happier
rather
if you
put
would've
Sunderland, to
yeah.
be honest, than Spurs, too.
I'll do this then. I'll bump Spurs down. Like I feel like I wasn't happy with that shout. I'll put.
And they just won 3-0 against Everton, too. Like, you did
I'll
that
put
preemptively, too.
I was
Yeah, I
crazy.
did.
Premeditated.
Yeah.
Here, I put Dortmund 10th, Bournemouth 9th.
Fuck it.
Milan
I'd
8th.
rather you have Liverpool, too, than
No.
fucking Spurs.
Liverpool doesn't
Nah.
deserve
Do
it.
we lift that?
They don't deserve it.
Bro, Spurs do not deserve it either,
Okay, so-
whatever.
So Milan is actually my 8th. Bournemouth 9th, Dortmund 10th.
Okay.
This is the first agenda switch.
Benji, bro, your team is
pod.
horrendous.
I don't think it's horrendous. I think the performances are
Bad patch
dipping.
of form. Bad patch of form.
But
No,
they're
they
still a
they
strong
started
team.
off the season with a good patch of form. So the most important judgment that you're
Yeah.
gonna make on the team is the first couple games, because that's the one that sticks. You're gonna always think back to that. Oh, they were sick their first games of the season. Since then, they've been horrendous, like horrible. But whatever, it's okay. Spurs fans, buy into the delusion. Yeah, you're third. Congrats. You're gonna finish top 5. Yeah, for sure.
What did you guys have 8?
I had Dortmund. I said.
Yeah,
I
I
think
said
we
that.
all said our 8.
You all said it?
Okay, 7.
On to 7.
I have an Inter, so we already spoke about.
I
them.
have Inter as well at the 7.
I have an exotic one. And this is
Yeah.
also a results thing. Chelsea.
That's also fucking
No,
horrible.
that's- bro, where are
It's
these
not
teams
as bad as
coming from,
Spurs,
bro?
but that's fucking bad.
Where are these teams coming
The underlyings, like visually, I don't care about stats or progressive pass. Chelsea are a very good team, unlike Spurs.
No, when you cannot be pulling up to the Premier League every single weekend with a Garnacho fucking Pedro Neto wing pairing and expect good results.
But it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't look
It
at the
shouldn't
players
be like that.
and say, but if they're winning games,
because
let's
Cole
say,
Palmer's coming back, and then when Cole Palmer
First of
comes
all,
back, Liam Delap is training again. Like I don't even
Why are we
rate. I don't
speaking
even
about
rate
Liam
Liam.
Delap?
I don't fucking rate him.
I
but
like
I rate
Liam
him.
Delap,
I
but
rate
we're not
him.
speaking about him.
I rate him over Mark Gui.
Sure, but
Boo
you're
you,
just
boo you.
comparing a
Never
piece
played.
of fucking dog shit to a piece of fucking cat shit,
look
and
at
then
the-
you're saying,
I don't hate
"Bro,
the
the
shout.
cat shit's a bit smaller."
I don't hate the shout. They,
Bro,
beat
they
Liverpool.
beat Liverpool.
They're,
that doesn't really mean much.
Lost
these
to Man
days, bro.
United,
Bro,
But that was 2 months
we're
ago.
not going to
now.
overanalyze
give a
that game.
fuck.
That was 10 years ago, plus a red at the beginning. Then
they
another
get a red card every game.
Yeah, but listen, in the last month they've lost twice in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
And they've won the other. They won the other ones, right?
Bro, the team is ass.
I don't know,
Not
bro.
really.
That's
Since the last.
Last month they were horrendous in September. It's more like October they kind of picked it back up. They
Played
had-
off the park by Bayern Munich. That
Yeah,
was
but
a while
that was
ago.
last
yes,
month.
Yeah,
but
that's
played
last
off
month,
the
bro.
park.
It depends how much emphasis you put
Last-
it on last month. Like
last month, honestly, the results have been there.
Bro, Broby could have fucking gone and ordered a fucking junior chicken trio at McDonald's.
Bro.
Eaten the whole fucking thing, gone for a run in the park
I like
by the
the shot.
time that the center backs put in a tackle against him on that fucking counter.
I like the Chelsea shout
No,
because
that's
apart
all.
from last game, that kind of how do you say that? It kind of shits on their entire month. They had a good month.
maybe 10. Maybe 10.
I would
but
actually
not
put them on
7.
mine, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they had big performances here. Like I'm
agree.
looking at the Sunderland one. Yeah, that was a horrendous performance. They should have beat
Bro,
Sunderland.
their next games. Wolves should be, this would be to prove my point. Wolves needs to be a win. Spurs needs to be a win. Karabakh needs to be a win. Wolves need to be a win. Burnley need to be a win. The next
This
game
is
that
not
they
the
should drop
litmus
points,
test. This month is not the litmus test.
But
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that the next power rankings, I'm gonna predict it right now. All 4 of us will have Chelsea in our power rankings just because it's Wolves, Spurs, Karabakh,
But
Wolves,
it's gonna be a
Burnley.
fictional. It's like the AI fucking market where they all give each other fucking deals to pump up their
But
fucking
you don't always play Liverpool, Sunderland. You don't. Play
And then I promise you, the next month when they play Barcelona, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Atalanta's ass, Everton, Newcastle, Aston Villa, they're gonna fucking turn
Didn't
to
you
dog
have
shit.
Chelsea third in your Premier League predictions? Second?
Second.
You had them second.
Yeah, but now
So what
after
changed?
watching, because I watched the fucking teams, I watched Chelsea, they're fucking dog shit.
Injuries, bro. They're on their fucking
It's
fourth
just
center
Cole
back.
Palmer,
What's their center back pairing?
Colwell and
Tosin, Chalaba, fucking Ache Ampong. Bro, it's fucking dog shit. It's ass.
No, you can't say that.
not-
it's more.
ass.
It's
It's
more
not
like
ass.
the red cards, like the
That's
stuff.
the
discipline,
stupid shit.
the
The stupid
discipline.
shit, you know.
When Palmer's back, it's Palmer, João Pedro, Enzo, Caicedo. It's the core of the team. Sure, you'll have a fucking Garnacho maybe starting every once in a while. Neto's been all right recently. Neto's not the greatest player, but I'm not touting him as Chelsea's top 3 player. He's
They
not.
find themselves 9th after 9 Premier League games. This is just an...
Yeah, but you can't look at it like that. You also have to, like, again, you have to think about the month. They had a good month, and
Decent month. Good.
they should have. Who did they lose to? They should have beaten
Sunderland.
They lost to
obviously.
Brighton and they lost to Sunderland.
Sunderland, they should minimum.
100%.
That Brighton was in last one.
No,
No, that's considered in this
included.
one. They should have beaten that Brighton team that actually played very well against them. So
That was a red card, no?
Yeah, it was a red.
I believe so.
But you have to
Again,
stop
it doesn't
saying so.
matter
That was a
about
red card. It
That's their
doesn't
fault for
matter.
getting the red card.
Because
Man United.
I know that red cards are easier to fix than just being ass.
Okay, Man United. Okay, we got a pure breakaway, and Robert Sanchez tripped on a pure breakaway. It was a wide open net. That's a red card. You can't just say, "Oh, well, they got a red card. Write that result off." We should have been 1-0 up already.
Sure, a split decision from a goalkeeper shouldn't change my entire opinion. Like, because the butterfly effect from that red card leads to that being red on FOTMob, and then when you review them at the end of the month, it changes your whole opinion on them. No, because that you watch, you take in, and you realize that these guys have one of the best fucking midfielders in the league, one of the other best midfielders in the league. Cole Palmer should be a fucking one of the best players in the league. Like,
Yeah, like, they have good pieces. They have good
quality
pieces.
is there.
João Pedro,
Reece James
who was
is healthy.
João Pedro was bought to be a striker. He hasn't had a shot on target in like 2 months.
Maresca says he's
He's
best
more of a
when
10.
he's best when he's in 10 and he has a 9.
Okay, so then you're gonna force Cole Palmer out of his natural position.
Bro, I'm the one that said that, and you guys told me that Cole Palmer's a winger.
No,
That Cole Palmer is the happiest on the wing.
no, I don't think so. But
He's out wide. He likes playing a little bit wider than the central guys.
point is that Chelsea just don't. In my personal opinion, it's like.
But bro, I don't understand your logic. You put Man United, right? Because 3 wins, obviously good wins, but they've beat Liverpool.
Man
too.
United's performances are better than Chelsea's. I don't give a fuck.
Your 3 performances.
They've been
you're like
better.
erasing the.
They've been better.
He's erasing their pass, but Chelsea that they're not.
That's
because
what I'm
of their
saying.
old results.
Yeah,
that we take into account.
that logic is not.
But I get it. It's
consistent.
Chelsea and it's Man United.
Yeah.
There's two
But
biggest
it's not
biases.
Varvar. Agree. Like
No, I don't agree.
you're putting 3 an emphasis for Man United for the 3 last games, but Chelsea you're putting emphasis on the Bayern loss. The who did they lose to? Man United
Bro,
loss.
we watch Chelsea. It's not good.
But
You can watch Man United right now and say this is fucking good football. You watch Chelsea, it's not good. It's fucking horrible. I would rather place all my chips in a fucking Man United basket right now than a Chelsea basket. You're pulling up to professional Premier League games with Garnacho, Neto,
But you keep
Gulli
mentioning
as your
mentioning these
fucking
names.
options
You
up
keep
top.
mentioning these names, but honestly,
They're dog shit. Every single option is dog shit.
Okay, let's go band for band with Dortmund. How about we pull Dortmund's front 3 out of the...
Dortmund's better than fucking Chelsea.
Okay, the game's gone.
Bro, Garnacho, I really don't think you understand the levels of ass we're talking about.
But I think you're being biased just because it's Garnacho. Yeah, he's been fucking shit probably, but who cares? Like, it's not about Garnacho. It's about Chelsea as a whole. At the end of the day, they beat Liverpool as well, and you propped it up as Man United should have beaten Liverpool. Chelsea had a good performance there too. Could have went to both sides. Like, I don't understand your logic then.
We'll see. We'll see by end of the season.
What are we at, 7?
Yeah. Mili,
So-
did you said you had Inter, right? At 8?
Who'd you have?
Inter.
7, did you say?
Yeah, that was Inter at 7.
Okay. I think this is quite low, but I think their performances are getting better, so I'm going to wait a bit, but I put Man City.
I put Man City as well.
I put them a little.
You said low?
Higher.
I think they have a debate of being higher because...
Well, I have them 6, so I'll just say I have them 6
Okay, yeah.
also.
Like,
Wait, are we at
I've-
6?
Yeah, at 6.
No, we're at 7 right now.
We're at 7.
What, 7 right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I had Chelsea at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man
exactly.
City's playing well. They just lost
You,
against
so you
Aston
have Man
Villa.
City at 7.
7.
Okay,
You
now
have them at 6?
Yeah.
I have them at 6. And then whatever,
I have-
Milli's a
yeah.
different team. But yeah, Man City
Yeah.
have been very good.
I find they've been very, very good. Except, mind you, that Aston Villa performance,
Yeah.
not a great result. But overall, like, well, I think we're kind of starting to see that vintage Man City.
Well,
Finally
I
returned.
feel like Pep kind of switched how he plays now. Like, I'm noticing a bit more defensive. Like, everything that I mentioned, the counterattacks, them being liable to them, like, I don't see it as often. So I could see a bit of stability there.
There's an 11 emerging.
Yeah.
Finally,
solid.
starting 11. And I
Yeah.
said this, and this is what I wanted to see last Power Rankings. I said the same thing. Pep, just fucking pick an 11, play it for a few weeks, let the players get comfortable.
Yeah.
Bro, like, guys like Kovacic and Gundogan, they have experience. They can be like Bernardo Silva as well. You could put him right wing cam, CDM even, and he'll figure it out. A guy like Savinho, you can't just keep moving him tactically every game. Matias Nunes, they need to
Yeah.
like gain some momentum playing these type of positions. And I kind of like Matias Nunes has played the last few games and
As
he's
a
been-
right back.
and he's been pretty
Exactly.
good bombing up the right side. Who else in the midfield? It's Tijani on the left,
Oh,
Foden on the
that's
left.
the one that changes a lot. But I find like even in defense, like O'Reilly, who stepped up for an injured like
Yeah.
Aïnouri, he knew that was the starting left back. He stuck with it and it did well.
Yeah.
You know, Guardiola's been good.
No,
Ruben Diaz has been good defensively.
Despite today, I mean, today we were watching the El Clasico.
Yeah,
at the
we
same
didn't really
time,
watch
so
that.
We gotta watch that game. But no, I like it, but I'm the same boat as you. I would not put them high.
I could see them going
too high.
higher, but like right now,
Defensively, they've been very good this year.
yeah, exactly. So
Exactly.
and Haaland obviously fucking off the charts of every stat possible. Like it doesn't
Exactly.
make
Like,
sense
you
how
have to
many
take
goals
that
he
into
has.
account as well.
Yeah.
You have probably a top 2 or 3 informed striker in the world
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now. So
Crazy to say that he's not even first. You know,
yeah,
there's others.
yeah, there's definitely others. But now we head over to our number 6s.
I have City.
I have City.
That's crazy. I have Barca 6, which I think
I have
it's,
Barca as well.
I think it's between maybe like a 5th or a 6th. I wouldn't put him higher than 5.
Yeah.
But I think obviously that El Clasico performance wasn't great, but I'm not basing it solely on that. I think they got a pretty poor result against Girona as well. If I'm
No,
not mistaken.
Sevilla. That was a
Sevilla,
horrible
4-1. 4-1. And not even on just those results, but even in
PSG
their win,
2-1.
PSG lost as well. But in those performances, regardless, even if they won, there was just way too many alarm bells going off with that defense. And like obviously I can't blame them for not addressing it. Obviously, there are a lot of things that were out of their control at the beginning
Yeah,
of the season.
there's all the injuries.
Yeah.
Like, we saw the bench of El Clasico today. There's absolutely no one that could replace.
Exactly. So like I can't blame them for that, but at the same time, Hansi Flick is not adjusting for that. For like he's not
For
compensating
the losses, I agree.
for that loss. So it's you're expecting players that shouldn't be playing a high line to play a high line.
Yeah.
And then you get guys like Kubarte and Eric Garcia out to dry, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Like, mind you, Balde and Koundé have been performing pretty well, I would say. But there's just way too many times they get caught out. Way too many times. And unfortunately, like I have to take that into consideration.
That
Like,
bench is shockingly bad.
yeah, like
No elite club should be pulling up with that bench.
there's too many cracks in this Barcelona team. But I do consider them like still a top side in CL. But it's just over time, is this going to be a problem? I think so.
If Barcelona played in the PL, they would not be title contenders. I'll say that because that squad depth is fucking shocking.
If they played in the PL, I don't think they'd have the same
afford-
restrictions.
Okay,
at the end of the day.
also
if you
injury
just take
concerns.
Barcelona right now, put them in the PL, they would not be challenging.
Like a fit Rafinha would have definitely helped today.
Sure,
I was about
100%.
to say, I don't want to interrupt, but bro, I think Rafinha changes the entire pace of play for Barcelona.
Yeah. because then you isolate
kills
Yamal.
It kills it not having Rafinha on that.
Even
pitch.
when they had the Rafinha, they were
their defensive
sure
issues didn't change.
Yeah.
But they got completely covered over by the fact that you're getting so much sustained pressure that you're not even worried
that's
about
it.
attacking. It's kind of like defending by attacking.
Exactly.
And it
That's
worked
Flick's
last
model.
season. It's literally Flick's model. And this season without Rafinha, I feel like even Yamal is deflated without that Rafinha somehow, even though they played on completely opposite sides.
But it's just the other teams are just deciding to just fully commit on that Yamal side. Like, make sure there's bodies on that side. The left side, like Rashford's there, but I guess they feel like they can handle him easier than Rafinha. If Rafinha's playing, then
Rashford
it distributes
should
that
be
pressure.
If you have Rashford striker with,
No, who's winger?
you could put that Rafinha left wing.
You have not watched Rashford link up play.
MTG Rash. He's
It's a
been
shocking
pretty.
sight, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
He's in the best. I think Rashford picked the best type of system for himself. It really
Yeah,
helps him.
but
lot
only
of
at left
one-on-one
wing. At
situations.
striker, he's really not a striker.
Yeah.
So
So,
who would you start striker? Lewandowski, Torres.
Yeah, Lewandowski.
yeah.
Lewandowski,
Getting injured.
Rafinha, Cam.
Rafinha, Cam, Yamal right wing.
Fermin rotting on the bench.
But Fermin's been pretty good, but like,
You know, Lewandowski's getting another injury.
yeah, I think all those players will have a chance to play. It's just they're not playing to their strengths right now. Well, weaknesses, let's say they're not playing to their weaknesses.
Did you say your sixth firm?
Yeah, it was Barcelona.
I have Barca 5.
Also at Barcelona 5.
I have sorry.
Go.
I have Inter fifth.
Inter fifth.
Holy glaze.
That's a bit.
No,
too much.
no
high.
glaze. No glaze.
For me,
high,
it's
high,
kind of
high.
crazy having Inter higher than Barca. I think.
I think we've performed better than Barca, and I think
Yeah,
we're
but
higher
they
than
lost to
them.
Real
Yeah,
Madrid. You lost to Napoli. Like it's you're.
sure.
But
I
I mean,
think-
in the grand scheme of things, like Inter is undefeated in Champions League as well, and that's big.
Haven't conceded.
Barca
Having
lost to
conceded.
PSG. Like Barca
Yeah,
lost to
I
PSG
know,
and
I know.
Real Madrid this season.
That's why
Yeah,
I
we
have
haven't-
them
we
5
haven't-
and 6. But like,
Yeah, we haven't had like a
This
pretty
is like the
tough.
big boys are talking and like
Yeah.
like a
For-
little. Like
for
a,
me,
like a-
Why is it, bro? I think that 5 is
like I thought we were
somewhat a
already
little
on
high.
to the big boys.
For me, I'll separate into tiers. 10, 9, 8, Man United, Milan, Dortmund were very for me, very close. Whatever, you can disagree. 7, 6, Inter and City were very close. Like those are interchangeable. I think Barca's in a tier of its own.
For me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is these are the big boys.
But you see, Barca, I think after this El Clasico result, you can kind of say they've kind of dropped to the bottom
is-
of that.
I'm not
Which is
saying
why I
I'm
put
not
them
saying Barca's a worse team than Inter. Like I'm just saying the performances. We've all seen the Barcelona performances, and like they could do better. Like defensively, they were asked. Like there's moments where like Inter has been better defensively,
The only times that Inter gets tested,
But that's
they
why,
failed
like-
this season.
But
but it was just in the past
but
month.
I
It was just
don't-
Napoli.
Roma.
Roma's second and we beat them. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like yes, that Napoli result could have went another way, and then we wouldn't have that conversation, right? But
Exactly.
it happened, and obviously there's going to be question marks around Kivu and can he handle big games, and that's a
But why
legitimate question.
Yeah, I guess you just seem like you're using the tone like it's just a blip, and now we're back to winning versus Cremonese or like
I'm not saying that.
it happened.
I do
and
expect.
that's your title. That's your rivals.
And again, I do expect us to have a better result, and I don't.
But
blame
when
that
Man
on
United
Kivu.
beat Liverpool, Liverpool should have gotten a draw. Or, they should have won.
Yeah.
Like I
I
think
watched both games.
I think we should have beaten Napoli. We didn't. Unfortunately, I don't blame that necessarily all on Kivu. I blame that on the players as well. But like at a 5 spot, I do think is somewhat high. At 5, I have Manchester City. So I mean, we already had a conversation about them, but I definitely think that they've deserved to be in that top 5 as of now. I think they're kind of back to like a more what do you call it?
Stable.
Like consistent form.
Yeah.
Consistent form. I think they've been a lot more predictable in terms of results. Like they're not as erratic as they were last year. So
Factos.
I'm good with them being
Let's
top
start
5.
talking about some new teams.
New teams.
No, not new teams, but I'm saying like
Oh,
feel like
I got Sunderland 4.
I got Juve at 3. But I feel like 5, like we've all had the same teams.
Yeah,
5
pretty
through
much.
7 or whatever, and we've just been moving them around.
Okay,
and it is
4.
very close. That's why no one can
It is
get too
close.
mad. 4,
this in my opinion 4 is easy. So it's Real Madrid.
I put Real,
I have Real Madrid 4.
but I almost put my 3 at 4.
I don't have Real Madrid 4.
Okay, we'll talk about Real Madrid first. But I think they've had an amazing month. Even just beating Barcelona in El Clasico with a decent performance, like that should be rewarded. Champions League, they're what did they do in Champions League? I don't even remember.
They
Kairat
beat,
Almaty there.
Kairat, and then after they played Juventus and they beat them 1-0.
yeah, like
which was not a great
It
showing
was a
by
more
Real.
balanced game than I thought.
Wasn't a great game by Real
They played a lot better versus Barcelona than they did versus Juventus. I'll say
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's,
I
don't
think
know.
so.
because we play tighter football. They're bad versus
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah, so I think Real Madrid, haven't been as dominant, but they've been
The
getting
results are there. Yeah.
I can
results are there.
still consistently say, and this is why I didn't put them 3. I can still consistently say that Arsenal would beat Real every time they faced off.
I could see that happening, and I think we're going to be speaking about
The D
Arsenal
block,
after.
like a solid defensive core, tight versus Real.
I don't know every time, but they would. I think they'd beat
Majority.
them.
Okay, maybe not every time that was rage bait, but like an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Well, listen, Atletico did beat them 5-2. So at the end of the
But
day,
that's
they
the only blemish on their entire CV.
Because that's the only
I know.
top team that they played that plays defensively solid football.
They beat Barcelona. They beat
Barcelona's not
Marseille.
defensively
not
solid.
defensively
But
solid.
but Real Madrid have like they you can only play who's in front of you, bro.
But the
Exactly,
thing is,
and the only guys that they did play in front of them that were actually defensive.
yeah, but I
they
can
lost
imagine.
them.
But I can imagine all the teams that they faced that are smaller than an Atletico and a Barca played extremely defensive football.
But then that's when Vinny.
I get
Getafe.
Getafe.
yeah,
Like,
get
those
that.
are extremely
Let me
deep
see
blocks.
these stats with 2 red cards.
Bro, Bordelas probably put them to shame.
24%.
By the way, this guy Nyom, okay, this guy had went on the pitch, got a red card
Yeah.
45 seconds later. Generational performance, some are saying.
Proper,
So-
proper lad.
Yeah, Real Madrid is growing into the team we expected with Xabi Alonso, but they're undefeated in Champions League. They're first in La Liga. They should definitely.
And it's not like a win draw, like it's all wins.
Yeah.
It's all wins except for the Atletico Madrid. So
Yeah.
for me, I have PSG 4
That's fine. I have them 3.
because
Bit of a conversation.
they've dropped points in 3 of the 9 Liga games.
Strasbourg
Yeah.
That's a good.
was a tie.
Like
and
Yeah, Strasbourg
I
was
think
3-3.
I think if they had drawn today in the Clasico, I probably would have PSG higher. But I think for me, tying Strasbourg and tying Lille and losing to Marseille, like that's equal or if not worse than losing to
they
Atletico
beat
Madrid.
PSG. They beat Barca.
Barcelona.
7-2
Very-
versus
yeah,
Leverkusen.
very good
even though
result.
Leverkusen's not great. The ties, I have to go back. Personally, I have to say consistent. What I did with Chelsea, I know that the Chelsea quality is still there.
Yeah.
Dembele, look at the front threes they've been starting.
Yeah,
you
not
know,
that
Because of
good.
injuries, that team got ravaged.
not that good.
ravaged. So
Like they
I just
definitely
know-
could go back up. For
I
sure.
just know those guys are back in training or coming back now. I have no worry that there won't be a
I
top
agree.
team this season.
But also like Real Madrid, the reason why I felt compelled to put them higher this month, like 3 instead of 4, which I was really debating PSG Real Madrid. The way they won the El Clasico, it was not a smash and grab. They low key could have won by a lot more. Like Mbappe stays one more foot on side or whatever the fuck. It was like it felt like Real Madrid got all the scoring chances in that game.
Yeah.
At least
So-
the top tier scoring chances, because Barca did have
a couple half chances
half
here and
chances
there. Courtois make a nice save, but I really think Real Madrid deserved those 3 points over Barcelona.
There was a lot of
so-
times Real Madrid took the ball out of the back of the net, and it was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I have
offside.
Real Madrid 3. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I have Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I have.
I honestly like that shot, Varvar,
I
but
had the PSG 3.
I have PSG 3.
I
PSG3.
don't mind the shot. Yeah, PSG 3 as well.
Okay, so our top twos are all
Yeah.
the same.
Damn, I thought I was gonna be by myself on this one.
Yeah,
Also,
no.
just like PSG also is undefeated in Champions League.
Yeah,
and,
very
and,
good.
and
Well,
they
they're first in Champions League.
Oh, no,
Well,
they
I mean,
lost
I'm
against
pretty sure
Marseille
all
in
these
the
teams
Ligue.
are undefeated in Champions
Yeah,
League that
that's
we're
the
still
thing.
mentioning.
That's
so
the
it's
thing.
like that's not a barometer, you know, but it is like you have to really pick at straws. for this
Liverpool.
one.
Yeah, this is what it is now.
Liverpool.
Undefeated in Champions League.
No.
They
They lost against Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So
yeah.
number 2.
Now this is tough.
Now 2, we're going to England, fellas.
Yeah, right
is
where they
Arsenal.
deserve to be.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
You
This is
guys are
Arsenal.
all joining the Glaze. Whatever, we'll speak about it. The Glaze train has left the station already, bro.
Bro, I'm the biggest. I'm the OG Bayern supporter. You joined the
OG
train.
Bayern
I've been on the train,
He's been wearing that kit, bro.
but I'm sorry.
Oh, come on now. No.
Arsenal have been fucking flawless. Flawless.
But there's ways of going about
Flawless.
it.
Lost against Liverpool.
flawless.
Well, there's ways of going about
Flawless,
it.
I'm hearing.
But, you talk about
defensively-
flawless. Bayern also is undefeated this season.
But-
so
but
Bro, can I name
that's
you?
flawless.
Flawless, like Ferms'
Brother.
diamonds in his ear in the Halloween
Yeah, yeah.
special.
Check it out.
I will
by
name
the
you every game since the last power rankings. Okay,
brother.
EFL Cup 2-0, Newcastle 2-1. That's the only goal they conceded since the last
Yeah,
power rankings.
makes sense.
But now
2-0
when you're
Olympiacos,
comparing to
2-0
Bayern
West Ham,
Munich, that's
1-0
gonna be
Fulham,
interesting.
4-0 Atletico Madrid, 1-0 Crystal Palace.
I think that 4-0 Atletico was a great game. Like that overall, that was a perfect game.
Goal since our last
But
power ranking.
but my reasoning is like, again, we have to look at the absolute fine margins, and I think defensively Arsenal are probably
Yeah.
the best team in the world.
Way. Yeah, easily.
But Bayern,
But Bayern's
Right
good
now.
defensively.
Pick your
so-
poison. Are you
yeah.
want to be good defensively or good offensively?
no, but
Okay,
there's
so you're
levels.
acting
No,
as
but
if
Bayern's good
Bayern is
defen-
leaking
yeah,
goals. So
exactly.
let me
Bayern's
read the
amazing
results since
defensively.
last power
Okay,
rankings.
name
okay?
who they played too.
So 4-0 against Werder Bremen.
Okay.
Clean sheet. Pafos 5-1. Okay.
Pafos.
Frankfurt 3-0.
Okay.
Dortmund 2-1. Club Brugge 4-0. Mönchengladbach 3-0.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
allowed 2 goals in a month.
We're talking
But they've
about
scored
Yeah,
way
but
more
fine
goals.
margins.
the finest margin.
That's
But
why
exactly,
for me, it's
yeah.
like offensively, Bayern are the
Are
top
better.
in the
Bro,
world.
it's
Well,
8
Kane
games in.
is
They have
probably-
a plus 26 in fucking goal
I
differential.
don't think anyone else
Bro,
in all top 5 leagues
Beating
have that.
Crystal Palace 1-0 would be Bayern's biggest achievement since last power ranking.
Brother,
They beat Dortmund 2-1.
Exactly.
So Crystal Palace is better than Dortmund.
Crystal Palace.
How many fucking CL spots should the Prem have?
1-0 versus 2-1. What's
Brother,
the issue here?
Should we have? Not kidding.
Should all the spots be Champions League
Should
spot?
every Prem team other than
Just
the
do it.
relegation team
Is
make
Crystal
CL?
Palace not having a fucking great season?
Yeah.
Well, they're having a good season.
Their best season, the
Power
best start to their
rankings?
season
On
ever.
your power rankings?
No, because they lost.
What are
the
Because
power
unfortunately they lost to a couple teams recently. that wasn't too good.
But I mean, Bayern are on an insane
Bro,
tear.
beating Atletico 4-0 is not something to
get it.
fucking look away from.
No, but-
I agree. That's why they're second.
What achievement does Bayern have except for the Dortmund win?
They
Bro, it
beat,
doesn't
they
matter.
beat Chelsea
Undefeated.
3-1.
They're
that's
undefeated.
before the last power ranking.
but-
Okay,
the
but that doesn't
game.
even. That's not about. They beat Chelsea 3-1. I don't give a fuck. Like Atletico or Chelsea are better than Atletico. I just
Yeah,
hated on
Atletico are like
Chelsea. They're way
seventh
better than
or
Atletico.
seventh
in the league
Atletico
right
are
now.
fucking dog shit.
They won every single game this season.
Yeah.
Brother, you
Yeah.
want me to Arsenal? It's all fucking green, bro.
And,
There's
I
only one
still-
red.
There's
And,
That's
there's
the
a gray,
margins we're
there's a
talking
gray.
about.
That's the margins. Both teams world class right now.
Yeah, I agree.
1 and 2.
I
But
agree.
I think like
November
obviously-
4th, Rolly test. PSG Bayern Munich.
Oh,
That's a big game.
We
That
might
shit's
be there.
coming out fake. That
Fake?
shit's fake.
Get the
That
diamond
shit's
tester.
realer than
Big
ever.
game.
You guys know
VVS.
Bayern fans.
VVS.
You guys know I said this at the beginning of the season. I'm on the Bavarian train. You guys know that.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking glazer for Harry Kane.
They could definitely go far.
Top glazer. Who did I pick as CL winners also before the fucking season started? Bayern Munich. Varvar Oracle status will be confirmed. November 4th, be there.
I can't
up
wait
the
to see this
troops.
compilation.
Nah.
And then when you see PSG 3-0 because then Belly and Doué are back.
Fucking beers on me at the Hofbrauhaus in Munich.
Oktoberfest on you?
On me.
Hofbrauhaus?
Hofbrauhaus.
And the HB.
HB, I don't
The
give a fuck
HB.
what they call it nowadays, bro. Hofbrauhaus.
Hofbrauhaus.
Not for real.
Not for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
Bayern's-
is
The
Bayern's
margin, the
amazing.
margin was fucking tiny.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
it's
lie.
very
Tiny.
nice.
November 26th, before next power rankings, Arsenal, Bayern,
Get the VVS diamonds.
Rice.
VVS diamonds for that one.
Diamonds dancing on that day. Ooh.
I'm bringing the diamond tester and a fake rollie. I'm bringing both of those things to that live stream.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a wild live stream.
I do have one question though about Arsenal.
I do have one question.
Will they beat the Chelsea goal scoring record, the goal conceded record? Your personal prediction.
I'm gonna say no.
I
I'll
actually think
answer
they
for
will.
you.
I think they will.
I'm gonna say no.
It's 13 goals, 14 goals.
13, I think.
So that would mean what?
I
How many games have passed?
think-
8? 9?
I don't think they will because I think Timber or Calafiori is gonna get one of those two guys is gonna get injured. There's
Don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
but their backups are also amazing.
if it's Calafiori, I'm more comfortable because Lewis Kelly's been insane even when he plays. Ben White, I'm not sure if Unk still got it like
I
that.
think Unk always
I don't know if
got it.
Unk still got it like that. I know
It's like,
Unk
a,
still got it.
like
it's
that,
a
like
Luke
that.
Shaw
It's a like that.
situation. No matter how many times pulled pork, Unk always got it.
Yeah, but he got it. But does he got it like that?
No, but that would assume that he's been like Reece James when he was healthy. Like Ben White, at one point was probably one of the league's top 3 fullbacks.
Arguably the best.
Yes, but that was like
Many
he didn't
moons ago.
achieve to the point that Reece James achieved when he was healthy.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not going to cap. They definitely could.
Yeah, they can. This is the best. That's considered one of the like unbreakable records in the Prem. It would actually be a lot of fun to because
break it.
every goal conceded, as a neutral, you're watching,
Celebration.
bro.
We left those.
It's like you actually lift every goal conceded
Yeah.
because it's like, bro, Arsenal have the chance of creating history this season.
When's the next like Man City Arsenal game or something? Something like
They
that.
just
Bro,
played,
they're
so
going to go undefeated until like...
Oh shit.
But it's not even about it's. You could allow one against Man City, bro. It's the fucking they're guaranteed clean sheets against Burnley, Sunderland.
You can't do a 3-2 game. You can't do like a game that
No.
gets out
Yeah.
of control.
No, you can't.
You need to control every minute.
Yeah.
That stat, didn't some people bring that stat up with like what is the unbeaten
Yeah, the
football
most
stat?
unbreakable.
People were saying that
Yes.
was more difficult than an unbeaten season.
I mean, we're gonna see it to
possible,
the
yeah.
test right now. If Arsenal like low key like they get close, then you can see okay, there's a bit of fragility to this record.
Yeah.
But right now they're
Bro,
they have a
3
comfortable
after
lead right
9.
now.
You times it by 4, they're at 12. They're actually on pace.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Shall
should
see.
be interesting.
Raya's gonna get some crazy legacy points if that happens. Even
Yeah.
though it's not. Listen,
Saliba Gabriel.
Raya's been fucking really good,
He's been very reliable.
but
Like the difference between having a solid defense and a terrible defense, Liverpool and Arsenal have the same goal scored.
I know.
They have the same
I
amount.
know it changes a lot.
yeah.
But one has 14 goals conceded and the other one has
That's
3.
why. That's why
Offense
when
wins games, defense wins championships.
But when Italian managers say that, like they're right.
Yeah,
to
but
an
it's also
extent.
you have to score 16.
I know that's the thing. Like the Italian managers forget that you need a striker to score as well.
Like, yes, you could concede 3, but if you score 9,
Yeah.
that means like almost nothing.
Fez.
Papa Fest.
Papa Fest
Proper
situation.
Fez.
But yeah, those are our power rankings for the month
So
of October.
if you guys want to check out all, I know it's hard to follow sometimes. Go check out the Instagram. Maybe a couple days after this is going to be posted,
Yep.
we're going to be posting our full power rankings on there. If you guys want to compare them to
We've
last
been releasing a lot of cool graphics and stuff on Instagram, so
Yep.
it's
Real.
honestly it's a great follow there. I've been loving what we've been releasing on Instagram recently.
Yeah.
And also shout out to all our YouTube listeners. We just hit 30,000 subs.
Yes.
So
Thank you everyone for.
we're still a long way away, but we want a second silver plaque.
Bro, 2 silver
Pretty-
plaques would be
We're a
crazy.
little far away, but if you are listening on YouTube, just subscribe so we can like.
I think this
get
might be a
closer.
stupid question, but what happens first? The golden on the main or the silver on the second?
I would say
Golden on the main.
Really?
I mean, we need
Aim-
a lot
aim for the
more. if
stars,
it's
right?
Golden on the main.
I think it's in our best interest
No,
that we
no.
get the gold on the main.
No, not what you want more. What do you think would happen first?
Silver on the pod.
Whoever's doing the
probably-
math. You're doing the
probably
math.
silver.
It's 5x.
Probably silver.
Right now it's a 5x situation.
It's tough.
It's
very
5x
tough.
practically on both. Well, not really the pod. It's 3x on the pod. I think we can get 5x on the main faster than 3x on the pod.
No. I'm saying that the main is over a little bit over 5x of the second. So if you just keep tracking that upwards,
Yeah, but we need to 5x we need to basically 5x the main pod, the main channel versus 3x the pod or 3 point something x. I think if we have 5x the main channel, better chance.
Why not both?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not
Why not
both?
both?
Okay.
And last plug, we're doing Team of the Month on Patreon. So if you want to follow that, link is obviously in the
Yeah.
description.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna be
uh,
recording that right after this.
Yeah.
So definitely tune in. Keep some tabs there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of debates still.
Let us know who you think is in the team of the month.
Not for real.
not for real. Take care, everyone. We're about to watch some Juve Lazio.
Tabarnak situation.